You're now listening to M.E.M.E. You're now listening to M.E.M.E. Yeah, yeah.
This is the ME.MEPodcast, where meme stands for music, movies, improvs, everyone must envy, where we make memes on air. We're the only podcast that memeifies and discusses Black entertainment, past, present, and non-existent, that you need to love and respect for the purpose of you appreciating the culture more and us pushing the culture forward. I am your host, Kim Joseph Jermaine Jackson.
And I am going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come.
Ooh, bop. And we are the Supreme Meme Team. This is season 8, where we show you why we're great. Meme number 92, part 2. You say DEUX? Do. Entitled, The Jacksons, An American Nightmare. Hashtag, ain't nothing good enough for the Jacksons. Hashtag, I'm so appalled, Joseph. Hashtag, rose petals. Hashtag, Faux Town Philly.
Back again.
Hashtag, simping ain't easy because Jermaine did it. Hashtag, cloning going wrong. Hashtag, slow yes instead of a fast no. Hashtag, we signed the contract, but we still broke. Hashtag, the Joseph fear. Hashtag, weak ass Hazel and weak box, because there was a weak box in the beginning of the second half. And hashtag, last but not least, we gonna stay a family. Hashtag, they didn't stay a family. So you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting seasons 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast, TheMEME podcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a memer. So this meme and all the rest of the memes of this series, there's only 3 parts, is sponsored in memory of Bobo's Cola. Bobo's Cola.
I appreciate it. Bobo's Cola a little bit better. Bobo's Cola?
Cola?
You said Cola, that's what you said.
Cola. Bobo's Cola.
Got some Bobos right here, buddy.
Yeah, rest in peace. We make our own Bobo's Cola over here. So, before we get into it, we have special guests in the building. We have Simba 2.0, and we have Javi Get Bodied from the
wait, that's right.
Wow podcast.
I didn't practice, as you can see.
Yeah, I just last minute.
To the right to left.
Really, right? I'm mad.
My bad, bro. Professional.
What'd you say?
Y'all more synchronized than us.
Oh, let me turn the mic on. Go ahead.
Oh, right on. Y'all more synchronized than us.
It's all good. Keep that mic on.
Oh, bet.
But we have them in the building. The Wow podcast. We've been doing this for years.
They did it again. They kind of,
Y'all just rubbing it in.
right. Did it a second time.
Let's do it one more time.
Wow.
Third time's a charm. All right, cool.
So we got them here. Special guests there in the building, checking us out, checking out the podcast. Not checking us out. Checking out the podcast.
Hey, it's gonna go you. I looked up.
I already checked myself.
Hey. We are not on your wave, guys. You're on your own.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you are on your own wave. So yeah, definitely check them out. Linktree. Let me see. Linktree, because I hate the Linktree shit. linktr.ee/the Wow podcast. That's Wow with 3 O's. So check them out.
WOW stands for We on Our Own Way.
Yes, where they talk about wrestling, anime, video games, and entertainment. So definitely check them out.
Oh, you will check them out.
Yeah, 100%.
No problem. We got our management instructions from Joe.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Well, damn. I guess
That's why we're
we'll
on
be
point.
getting paid.
That's why we're on point.
Maybe we need to switch topics.
Well, shout out also to Fee Diddy, who couldn't be here tonight due to being under the spell of Jermaine. We'll talk about that in segment 3.
So you're saying that she got serious?
Well, she needs to get serious about apologizing to Jermaine. So we'll talk about the specifics in segment 3. So also rest in peace to Wiley Draper and Mike Jiggy. Wiley Draper is the one that played Michael Jackson in the 3rd part of the American Dream series. And then, of course, we already know who Mike Jiggy is, Michael Jackson. So rest in peace. So topics of discussion for today, we have, I guess we'll just do memories. So 1, 2, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. Boom. Facts and backstories. Also memifying the Jacksons and American Dream, the TV series that came out in 92. And then the intro for our meme-spiracy theories, the intro to...
How did my phone also go off? I was just sitting here. I didn't even touch my phone. The Jermaine's around.
Yeah, Jermaine. That's Jermaine right there, boy. Yeah, turn that shit off. We're sorry, Jermaine.
Let me close all.
Yeah, turn the phone off.
I think Mike heard us say his name. He's like, let me go and chime in real fast.
Okay. Shout out to Mike Jiggy, if that's you. Jermaine, we're sorry. So, and then last but not least, our meme-spiracy. It's funny, we're about to go into the meme-spiracy theories, where we'll do the intro to the Greasy conspiracy. So that's probably why that popped up. It's Jermaine. So we're going to go ahead and go into the memories. 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. Facts and backstories. So I'm going to run through the facts real quick, and then you'll go into your inaccuracies. So the Jacksons and American Dream debuted November of 1992 on ABC. I'm assuming it's ABC. 3-part series about the Jacksons. Now, the movie or the TV series was based off Katherine Jackson's autobiography, My Family. And then we had the star-packed, not star-studded, star-packed cast.
Iconic star-studded cast.
Thank you.
Cast.
The iconic star-packed cast. We had Lawrence Hilton Jacob,
Coaches
from Cooley High, Angela Bassett,
Black Panther's mama,
word. Then we had Jason Weaver,
Simba,
right?
1.0.
Yeah, 1.0, not 2.0.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
You're not even 2.0.
How am I not 2.0?
Like 1.7.
I'm talking about that trash thing that he did for the live action Lion King crap.
Yeah, that was kind of trash.
Then we have Terrence. Yeah, Terrence Howard.
Lucius Lion Mine.
Right, we got him. Then we got Holly Robinson Pete. Now, of course, Jason Weaver played a young Michael. We had Terrence played Jackie Jackson. Then we had Holly Robinson Pete as Diana Ross. Then we had...
I had nothing for her. All I knew was Rodney wife.
Oh, goddamn, hanging with Mr. Cooper. Boy, what you talking about?
That's all we got. That's that Rodney's wife.
That's Rodney?
Rodney Pete. Football player.
No, I'm talking about hanging with Mr. Cooper. She was also in that.
Yes, she was.
Yes. Bumper Robinson.
Bumper.
What was he in?
Every black sitcom in the 90s that involved teenagers.
I know he was in Living Single.
He was in Living Single. He was on Family Matters. He was on Fresh Prince. I think Fresh Prince at some point.
Cameo.
Yeah, he didn't really have any roles.
Yeah.
Like it was like him and like
the guy that played Raheem and Juice.
Yeah, they're like the throw him in every sitcom and shit.
But shout out to Bumper. We're not disrespecting.
Yeah, no disrespect.
Yeah, as
you're a treasure in the black community in the 90s.
Right. We don't want to smoke.
Called another man treasure.
We had Monica Calhoun. Who's she playing? She played Rebe Jackson.
Players Club.
Okay.
Billy. And Best Man.
Oh yeah, she wasn't the Best Man. That was Tay Diggs.
That was what's called wife. Maurice. Maurice.
Oh yeah. She was the main, and then Tay Diggs messed with her, but
yeah,
he was writing the book, And it was about her, but they didn't find it out till later.
Yeah, stupid ass nigga.
Mm.
That was a stupid ass plot.
Then we had Billy D. Williams,
Colt 45.
Colt 45. Goddamn Star Wars. Your favorite. Bingo All Stars.
Oh, Bingo Long Traveling All Stars and the Motor King.
Then we had,
Listen to Bingo and swing on.
we need to do a show on that.
We do need to do a show on that.
Then we have Vanessa L. Williams, L standing for light skin.
Oh, Miss America.
The light skin Vanessa Williams. Then we had Margaret Avery, who played Suge Avery in Color Purple. And last but not least, we had Jermaine Jackson Jr. No smoke.
One of the best actors in
ever. Ever. So
should have did more.
yes.
Matter of fact, they should have did another Jackson's miniseries so we can do it again.
Right. Yeah, so we don't want no smoke. We see what's happening to P. Diddy. So
All praise be to Jermaine.
right. So you go ahead, pick up where you left off at with the inaccuracies.
All right, so now we're on part 2 of the Jacksons. So it's funny enough, this one starts off exactly where we start off. So the group is shown making a record of Wilbert Harrison's Kansas City. It's my name for the day.
Okay.
Kansas City was never covered by the Jackson 5, although the band did multiple covers of early hits.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the Jacksons are shown getting an audition for Motown due to winning a talent show at the Apollo Theater, and Joseph is touting it is their first signing. In actuality, the group's first recording contract was offered by Steeltown Records. Steeltown Records.
Steeltown.
Who else was signed to Steeltown Records? I'll look that up in a second. A smaller agency based in their native Gary, Indiana in 1967.
Okay.
The group had done one audition for Motown and was rejected. So the niggas already auditioned for Motown. They said them niggas were trash. Get the fuck up out of here. So he just trying to sneak back in there. He ain't slick.
Actually, he was.
Man, technically. Well, Jermaine was looking up. Greasy enough to get in there. All right. Following their moderate success, Jesus. Following their moderate success with a couple of single tracks in Steeltown, the Jackson 5 felt confident enough to audition a second time for Motown, after which they were signed. So in the film prior to Motown's debut, the group is seen in a small recording studio, which may have been reference to their early career with Steeltown Records. So the part we start off with was them on Steeltown Records being told nothing of no good criticism or no good constructive criticism. It was being homogenous. Homogenous. What does that mean? So I don't know any of these people that was on Steeltown Records. No, there's nobody famous. Oh, wait. 2 Jackson 5 singles were recorded for Steeltown at the South Chicago Recording Studio in 1967. Is a song called Big Boy / You've Changed. And We Don't Have to Be Over 21 to Fall in Love. Jesus Christ. What? What? We don't have to be over 21, parentheses, to fall in love.
Okay, I see the Geppettoism in there.
All right. So Big Boy, Michael Jackson's first song, was released on January 31st, 1960. That's even worse, Big Boy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like the name of these songs.
Yeah, I like this. By Gordon Keith, who was the manager and producer of the Jackson 5 and their songs. Hey, Gordon doesn't sound like Joseph. What's going on here? So Big Boy was played on Chicago / Gary area radio stations and became a local hit. The following March, Keith signed a contract with Atlantic Records to manufacture and distribute the Big Boy / You Change record nationally. So that was their actual first single, was called Big Boy. Pause. And
we don't do that here.
Thank you.
We don't do that here.
All right, so boom. I'll stop that part there. So now, next we have, in the Motown audition scene, the founder and the executive, Berry Gordy, was not actually in attendance. Instead, the audition was videotaped and shown to Gordy at a later time, which means the whole scene, even though back in the limo, was for no reason. And them singing Baby, Baby, Baby was for no reason too.
Well, I'll give them, I'll continue to give them props because on the first show I said that, because when you did the inaccuracies, when Michael was singing Climb Mountain, St. Lunatic's remix, he would pretty much, Joseph was not, in real life, Joseph was not in attendance, but they put the black man, the strong black father, at the performance, even though he wasn't there in real life, but they put him there. They did the reverse of what we see today. So shout out to them putting Berry Gordy there, even though he wasn't there.
All right. I'll let you have that
Keeping the black man at the front.
one. All right. I like when we say that.
Yeah.
All right. So when the group performs on the Diana Ross special, Michael announces that the song I Want You Back is out on sale everywhere after they perform the song. In reality, Michael made this statement before the group performed the song. That was a little
Still they still fucking up on the series because we see have a lot of inaccuracies. This is the Jacksons we talking about. Can't be fucking up.
Now, this one is my favorite. In the bedroom scene with Jermaine and a groupie, Michael and Marlon are seen hiding in the bed and playing a prank on Jermaine by touching the groupie's leg, only to run out of the bedroom when Jermaine catches them, which now would be a totally different story. All right. So in reality, according to Michael
said so. You know it's true.
Facts. Everything Michael said was the truth.
Yeah.
All right. So according to Michael, Jermaine had Michael and Marlon sleeping in the next bed and told them to pretend they were sleeping while he and the groupies had sex.
Can't put that on ABC. So you know.
Damn. What?
Hey, is the life they chose?
Rockstar life. Bow, 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 bow.
What the hell can you get this next
Hell of a life, buddy. All right. And we got in the scene where the group performed the Star Spangled Banner at the baseball game, they sang it a cappella and took a place at a regular baseball game with unknown teams.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, a marching band accompanied the brothers when they sang the national anthem at Game 1 of the 1970 World Series, which pitted the Cincinnati Reds against the Baltimore Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
In the film, the brothers performed the song in the key of F major. In reality, they performed in A, I guess that's flat or something, major. That was a little extra and all that, but okay, cool.
So they was accompanied by Grambling State and goddamn Prairie View.
And they sang it differently in a different key.
All right, I can fucks with that.
And I think that's the last one for this part.
All right. So thank you, sir, for the inaccuracies. With the portrayal of the Jacksons, we still can't get it right.
Hey, only a hater can point out the inaccuracies like that.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, how many are left for part 3?
For part 3, let's check it out. Pull it back up. Got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, got you.
About 4 per. That's pretty good.
So we're going to get into memifying the Jacksons, an American Dream. Although it was a nightmare.
Was it really?
Not really.
Well, matter of fact, we'll get to it at the end with the good life scene. We already talked about that.
Let me think about this. Hard work, dedication. I can't front on that. So it's not a nightmare. These are the things that you have to do in order to rise to the top, for the most part. Now there are some shortcuts that some take. Just saying.
Do you want to expound upon that? You let that word sit out there in the universe.
The Illuminati.
Yeah, if you watch the Illuminati videos, you pretty much know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't watched the videos, don't watch the videos because your life will definitely change.
The Triangle Boys back at it.
The Triangle Boys.
Keep one eye open.
No, keep both of them open.
Right. Yeah. Keep both of them open. Gotta look both ways. So yeah. Hard work, dedication, discipline. This is what you need to do in order to maneuver past the traps that Joseph saw for the boys. So it's like with the groupies and, hey, you got to focus on your craft, get better instead of just slouching and, allowing the Osmonds to take over. So that's all I got to say about that.
Did Donnie ever drop a solo album that was up there?
Fucked with Mike?
Yeah.
Nah.
Not even off the wall?
Nah.
Not even blood on the dance floor?
Yes, probably. Probably.
Yeah, what blood on the dance floor?
Yeah, you fuck with blood on the dance floor, don't you?
Blood on the dance floor is not bad.
Oh my God.
Because we had this discussion.
What's wrong with blood on the dance floor?
Is it anywhere near Thriller?
Nothing is near Thriller.
There you go. All right.
But Blood on the Dance Floor is not a bad album.
Exactly.
It's not a bad album.
There you go. We're the same like wave now. You see where I'm going with this? It wasn't really much of a thriller either.
Or dangerous. Or dangerous.
I guess you could say Ghost was trying to be the next thriller, but it was good, but it wasn't best.
Just a little off the wall, that's all. No.
Pun intended.
I see what
Pun intended.
I'm prepped for this show. A little research.
So off top with part 2, you know, they open it up with, as he said, the inaccuracies. They were with Steeltown Records, singing Kansas City, here I come, ooh, bop, bop. So then that didn't sound right.
Wait, pause. Let's pause. So we got. So we got
the unity of it, though.
So I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna start this off with a pause. Up top. So they were signed to Steeltown Records. A song called Big Boy. Also a song called You Gotta Be 21 to Fall in Love.
Yeah. Who's
Bob Bob? So yeah.
Of the series?
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Not Weinstein?
No.
He
said no, it was Susan DePass and Jermaine Jackson.
Oh, gotcha.
The great.
The great
Jermaine Jackson.
Yeah. After we tell y'all what's going on with Fee, y'all know, like, we don't want no smoke. You see his phone rang once we started talking about it.
Out of nowhere.
No, it didn't even ring. It was like
Mike just started singing out of nowhere.
So we open up with Kansas City. So they were Steeltown Records singing. And the dudes that's behind was like, hey, we need to keep this homogenous. Give it some more attitude. And Mike is like, Jason Weaver, who plays Simba 1.0, who plays Michael Jackson, is like, hey, what's attitude? So it's like, how the fuck you don't know what attitude is, but you know what homogenous means? Like, what are we doing here? And then that's when Joseph was like, hey, cut that shit out. We don't want them to know that
you stupid. Yo, dumb ass. And I'm dumb. I can't tell you either.
So it opens up with that. And that's the first thing I peeped. I was like, damn, I would have been like, hey, what's homogenous? I know what attitude is. Like, that's common sense. Like, what's attitude? So then he gets popped in the back of the head from Jackie pops him in the back of the head, and then he's like, Fee pointed it out, like even though his facial changed, he still was singing the same.
Yeah, he pretty much was saying. He put the bitch face on.
The resting bitch face. So then we go to Joseph, Catherine, and Reby. And she didn't change the living room around. Joseph was like, hey man, what the fuck is you doing? Goddamn, couch was over here yesterday. Like, you ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, you need to go start working back at Instacart. So goddamn, why you keep moving the goddamn furniture?
Too much time on your hands.
Yeah, we might need you to sing back up. So so she was like, hey, I like changing stuff up in the house. And then, Reby stand up with her like pro-feminist
standpoint
poise that she's like, a woman has the right to fix things in her house.
But let me pause for a second. Let's go back to what Catherine said. She said, hey, yeah, with all the equipment in here, it's hard for this to look like a living room. We are trying to make it to new heights to where we can have our own studio. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with the living room. Can you chill out for another year or two? We just signed to Motown. We're trying to get signed to Motown. I'm trying to get on the Apollo. Can we leave the goddamn guitar in the living room?
Trying to clean up.
Katie complaining again. Continue.
Yeah, so she hit him with the 1960s hoopla, feminist hoopla.
Yes, yeah. And then Reby came in there acting like she a little hot in the pants and shit, little too much dip on her chip. Oh yeah, so also the name of this episode will be everyone has too much dip on their chip. So Reby came in there with too much dip on her chip, talking about mother is the woman of the house, and she has to wait to move to anything she sees fit. And what did Joseph say?
He didn't say shit.
No. He
just hipped her up on that wall.
No. First he said, he gave her a chance. Is that right? She doubled down. Yes, it is. So he was like,
He hit her with the
you tell me, girl. and then he showed her.
He hit her with the Frank from F is for Family. He put her through the fucking wall.
Shout outs to F is for Family.
Oh, yeah.
That show was just funny
Yeah.
all together from episode 1 all the way through.
Oh, yes.
It is hilarious.
So he put her through the fucking wall for the most part. And she calmed that down. There was no more feminist talk in that house.
No.
Moving forward.
Expeditiously.
Shout out to Tip.
Maybe I should clean.
Oh, don't touch that.
Ma, put that shit back.
I ain't gonna tell you again.
Where the MAMs at? Where the goddamn MAMs at?
Oh,
Put that shit back where you had it. Who do you think you are?
So how the next thing, what I questioned from that was like, well, after he hemmed her up on the wall and she went running out of there. Then he starts talking about, she messing around and like Jackie. Like, how do you interpret her saying, "Hey, moms can do this and she's the woman of the house"? Is she out here fucking like Jackie out here?
Easy.
How?
When you get to a certain age, you get a little
Big in your britches.
she got a little big in her britches. So
pause.
She.
It's 2021.
Okay.
Pause. People.
Ladies can have that thing
People
going.
get big in their britches. Ayo, if necessary.
We gotta cancel that term.
With Ayo?
No. I'm talking about the saying that I just said.
I didn't hear what you said, so we'll continue on. All right.
Okay, that's great.
Moving on. No, but so yeah, when you out here in the streets, when you were of that age, like 16, 17, you start feeling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, allow me if I may divulge a little bit of your past. Yeah. No, divulge.
You said divulge and feeling yourself in the same sentence.
Divulge what?
You said divulge and feeling yourself in the same
I
sentence.
said divulge. I said divulge.
Divulge.
Anywho, may I tell a story? of
With
past.
caution, Mike. With caution.
So you remember back
dick jokes
Supreme
now? Is that all we doing?
No, y'all are bringing this energy here.
We've never had this issue.
Never. I was never the pause god back in the day. Back in season 2 or 3. No, I was not.
Go ahead.
No, but back in the day, when you and Pops used to get into it all the time. Do you remember?
I got him up on the wall.
No, you put your own hand through the wall.
Oh yeah, I did punch through the wall.
But and also the dying of the hair incident. It's got to say that you were feeling yourself. You felt you were grown, and usually that associates with them going outside the world and doing other things. So especially with women, the way she was talking like she about to get married like next week and shit. Like she preparing herself for womanhood. So he had to check that shit real quick. So I understand where he was going with. And plus, remember the phone call. Old girl was calling for Jackie right before that shit happened.
How you 28 years old can't get phone calls?
At home and shit.
You can't get
Why you 28 still in high school and shit?
It ain't
So-
her.
So
yeah.
So that was the first instance actually of Joseph cock blocking. Because he did hang up on old girl.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So boom. So he ends it by saying we're talking to Katie. So this family's gonna stick together. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Can't always be about family.
And then he hit her with the young Renzel line. It's bigger than rap. So then we move on to so Reba just got hemmed up on the wall. Jackie felt the need to go push up on some female.
Some doonies.
Some doonies. So then how you sneaking in the house and loud as fuck? Number one.
And don't realize you loud as fuck.
Like you tripping over, well, Katie moved all the shit out the way. So he didn't realize the coffee table was sitting by the window. So he trips over so he making all the goddamn noise. Could have got shot.
Easy.
So he loud as fuck trying to sneak back in the house. And then he wasn't startled by it. He was just like, man, fuck it.
No, also he was very slow. Nigga should have been in bed with the covers over by then. Shit.
So
with his coat on.
So Joe came out like, hey, fuck is you doing?
Did Joseph already know what it was?
Yeah, he was out. fucking with whoever.
No, I'm talking about before he knew when the robbery did. It's goddamn Jackie. This nigga.
Because by then we didn't already boxed up the Jackie and already beat the hell out of half the neighborhood and shit.
Hotel Philly and shit.
So Joseph comes, checks him, pushes him like, "Hey man, get the fuck out of here!" Like, "Oh, you want to be grown and shit?"
Yeah, he grown now, so yeah, you grown that nigga. When you go to my house, get the fuck out of here.
So he kicks Jackie back out, and then
Pause. Why did Jackie go to the front door?
Nah, leave the way you came in. Get your ass back through that window and keep it. So you ain't going through the front door. You didn't come through the front door.
So when Jackie did that shit, that's why I knew he was coming back. Right. If he was a real nigga with the front door, nigga, fuck you. With the front door. No. It never came back.
Before he pushed him out the door, he was like, "Let me go get some clothes." He was like, "Nah, fam, you don't stay here no more."
Well, I was taking the clothes. I go out the front door. I didn't go back that fucking window. It's all the doors I made.
That's an hassle.
And then when you jump out the window, what happened? Also, you get chased by a goddamn dog. Where'd that dog come from?
Smelt his homelessness.
Oh, he free?
He's like, "Hey, can I come with you? We can do this together." So 4 hours later, this nigga coming back.
So let me tell you, this is what really happened. He left the house to go back over her house, trying to smash. He didn't get no ass, and he realized, hey, I need my brothers to complete the mission. He needs his brother to get some groupies in this bitch.
Okay. So he came back through, goddamn Joseph out.
Warming the truck up for the last 3 hours.
It's that cold. So goddamn, so he come walking slowly back into the house, and then he was like, "Hey, what you trying? You trying to get some breakfast on it? Like, what you doing? You ain't got no bread. Bitch. You ain't got no bread. No, you was probably sleeping on the corner because I know old girl parents at the house. You couldn't sneak over there. You loud as fuck. So I know you can't sneak up over there. So it's like, damn, harsh realities hit you. Now you back 4 hours later.
Yeah.
So boom. So he's like, "Hey."
Wait, with no humility either. "I'm here, Joseph. No, I'm sorry. Hey, you were right. I'm here."
Yeah. Why did you let that slide?
Because he wanted them bricks moved. So
Okay.
he started moving bricks with Joseph.
Bricks.
Bricks.
Real bricks.
Bricks. Oh, white bricks.
So yeah,
so he started moving weight. Go ahead.
So
that's how they got that equipment.
So then they go to the performance, the Jackie Wilson. You have some stuff you want to say about Jackie Wilson?
So we can do some research and find out. It's not in the Wikipedia or the
IMBD.
Thank you. Database. I need to find out who played Jackie Wilson. Nigga smoked that shit. He should have played like Sam Cooke. He should have been in Temptations. He should have been Otis. Then he had the moves. He killed that shit. I appreciate it. But sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, so that was the first the first show that I forget it was at some random spot. Then they get the shot at the Apollo. So they go out to Harlem. Shout out to Harlem, 125th. They went out there to the Apollo and while they were driving out there, the song was on the radio. The song was played on the radio. What song was it?
Kansas City. You know, they didn't really sing Kansas City. So I'm assuming that was the Big Boy song.
They want to get the painting royalties to Steel Town Records.
I guess not.
So yeah, so the song was played on the radio. They make it to the Apollo. Shout out to the group that got booed off stage. I love you more. It took me by surprise. When I found out. Yeah, shout out to them.
Was that really Glass Night the Pips got booed off stage?
Nah.
They would do Glass like that.
So yeah, so they got booed off stage. Shout out to the Sandman doing the moonwalk in 68. He moonwalked in 68. I saw it. So Michael, sorry, bro. You doing it at Motown 25. Sandman did that in 68.
So I do remember them doing this, but now let's talk about how unsafe it was. The niggas swung down from like the third row and shit, the third balcony up, landed on stage, tap dance, did the moonwalk, shot a fake gun at the legs of the performers. Why did nobody try to fight Sandman?
That's what you worried about?
Yes. Nah. About this. Imagine Imagine if I was the Jacksons, I'm working hard, working on my craft, get my dance moves down, and then I go into Apollo, I'm rubbing on the tree, doing all this stuff. Pause. Y'all need to get out of here. Well, that's still bad too. Still bad too.
Rubbing on that truck.
Rubbing on the Lucky Charm. Anyway, anywho, doing all that stuff.
The tradition.
You get on stage, you're singing your heart out. The people don't appreciate you. You're upset. You're angry. All of a sudden, this nigga flying off the goddamn off the roof and shit, like Sting and shit.
Damn.
with a fake ass gun shooting my leg. I'll beat the shit out of you, nigga. Fuck out of here. But
There's only one of you. There's 5 of us.
I totally respect that. I totally respect that.
And got the band too. So it's 8 of us, really.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll say this. 1960s. You had Bumpy Johnson out there. I'm pretty sure Sandman was connected.
Fam, yeah, nah.
So
I'm not messing with Bumpy Johnson.
So you're not gonna mess with Sandman. So you try to put hands on Sandman,
Bumpy
you're gonna get your legs cut off.
You.
No, he's not putting hands on you. You're getting your legs cut off.
Fair point.
Okay.
Yes.
Never mind. All right. Continue.
Shout out to Sandman.
Or getting blown up in a sewer.
The fact that homie was coming from the third pause, but the fact that homie was
swinging.
Yo.
He jumped.
Jumping
he
from.
was ascending from the third
downward.
Ascending downward. Let me descending.
What's attitude?
Everything that come out your mouth is
sick.
Homeboy was floating.
So shout out to Sandman.
And then ran past the Jackson 5 and screaming on them niggas too for no reason.
Like I don't want to get shot. The goddamn Marlon dumbass. Like I don't want to get shot.
This damn man go shoot us.
Hey damn boy, did you see what happened to us in the alley?
Yeah, where were you at then?
Yeah, fuck out of here, boy. So then they go perform. So they win the Apollo. They won with Twist and Shout.
Twist and Shout wearing dashikis. No, sorry, they're wearing floral dashikis.
So it was disrespecting the culture.
Singing Twist and Shout.
Oh man, all wrong.
Yeah. So that was really shout out the conscious community right there.
Was that is that cultural appropriation?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What's cultural appropriation?
Floral dashiki?
In 67.
So even if
really had dashikis.
So even if it was a real dashiki, the fact that you're singing Twist and Shout.
That's crazy.
So it's like you got the dashiki wrong and you're singing the wrong song in the Mecca of blackness.
But true to fashion.
That fit in that song does belong together though.
But not in that.
not
in that area.
But here's the thing though.
You do that on what's his name? Jimmy Carson. What was that?
Jimmy Fallon?
No, Carson.
Oh, Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny
But was he even
Carson,
back then?
Yeah, that probably was the beginning of it.
Yeah, you do that on Johnny Carson. You don't do that at Apollo.
Well, shit. Well, true to nigga form. Niggas up dancing their goddamn ass off, clapping their goddamn hands, stomping their feet. So it worked.
They won.
They won somehow.
But you, who was you going up against though? That's like that was an automatic win though.
Like last night, the Pips and us.
Easy.
We got it.
And they kids, because remember, that was like I think they had to install that in there because remember Apollo, if you were a kid or if you sing about the Lord, you didn't get booed. So motherfuckers would try to sneak in there and be like, "Yeah, this song is for Jesus," and then they'd be like, "Ah, shit, we can't boo this nigga."
For Jesus.
So yeah, if you was a kid,
praise this.
If you was a kid or singing anything about the Lord, you didn't get booed. After in the 90s, because anybody got it.
Wow, wow, what's that?
Right? Yeah, I don't care what you singing.
So it was decentralized back in the day.
Yeah, so shit, kids was getting booed off stage. Like, hey, but that's what built your character. That's what builds character. Builds character.
That's a wrong people today.
That's a villain right there.
Let's like punch a kid in the chest. That'll do better.
That is a villain backstory.
We made it. If we were brought up if today's time was in the past, we wouldn't be doing the meme podcast.
There'd be no Jackson 5.
There would be nobody. a lot of whack niggas with awards. Awards.
No standards.
Like, how the fuck you get that? You're trash. But
Being me.
We're all awesome.
Being myself.
Everyone's awesome.
J. Cole would be the best rapper of all time.
No, because then there would be no best.
Yeah, there would be no best.
And everybody just is.
Talent shaming. So yeah,
You get the nerve to say this is better than no, you don't do that.
So everybody would be on the same accord across the board.
Reasonable doubt, a born sinner.
All the same.
Equal. 5 mics.
And the music.
5 mics at all.
Everybody get 5 mics.
And then the music would probably be trash as fuck.
2014 Forest Hill Drive or RZA's third album. All the same.
Bobby.
Bobby, you know.
So yeah, we need to bring Sandman back. That's all we're trying to say.
Sandman back in life.
Let these niggas know.
There needs to be a social media Sandman. Just have him on Twitter. See some stuff like that. Oh, nah, you out.
Yeah, we do need that to combat cancel culture.
I like that.
So a canceller of cancel culture.
Yes. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. He's equivalent to, but he's just one. He's just one person.
You know what this reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
It reminds me of why my name is Hater Heath. You know why my name is Hater Heath?
Why?
If you say you hate Dave Chappelle, I'm
No.
He's gonna have to fade you.
No. So there was a line by a certain great Southern rapper. His name is Mac.
Oh yes. No Limit fame.
Yes. So welcome home, Mac. By the way, too.
Yes.
In one song called Thug Nigga, featuring C Murder.
All right.
His last line was, "I hate niggas who hate me, so I'm a hater to a certain degree." We're all haters, buddy. We all hate something. Herefore, that's why my name is Hater Heath.
All right. Shout out to you.
Thank you. Stop it. Anyway.
Yes. So they win the Apollo. Joe calls to the house like, hey, boom. We won. Shit, it is what it is. All this hard work, I put in,
I put in.
Ain't nobody coming to
I bonus.
Like, shit, we already had it in the bag. So, I wouldn't worry about that shit.
Allow me once again to interject.
Okay, go ahead.
Bad writing. So if you go back and watch that scene again, he calls, he's like, hey, Katie, it's me. And he's like,
who else would it be?
At 2:00 in the morning. There's no cell phones in this bitch. So he's like, we won, baby. We won. And she's like, what? And then you hear Monica Calhoun / Reby runs up to Mom, wait, did the boys win amateur night at the Apollo? Oh, okay. Yeah, you had to say all that shit. You could have said, hey, did they win?
But we already know where they were there for.
Yeah, we know they're there. So then secondly, why are you saying that? We just got hit up against the goddamn wall. You shouldn't care. You should be there to sleep. Dreaming of a way to get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, fuck what they doing.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. But you worry about they won a goddamn Apollo and shit. But sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
Sorry, no problem. So yeah, they win. He calls home. So now they're
Motown Records.
Not records. Records. So now they have a shot at performing in front of Berry Gordy.
So, that ain't true.
Per the inaccuracies, yes. So they perform. Baby, I got the feeling.
Okay, now would you? I always said this every time I see that part in the movie, and I think back to that time period. If you're auditioning for Motown, let's bring in the Temptations to this. Do you remember what song the Temptations did? Oh, Mother of Mine. Oh, Mother of Mine.
Didn't they stand outside of the?
When they did that, you practice.
Did they practice, or was it somebody stole their song?
No, they was outside. They had to stay outside until they came up with a name. And then they're outside practicing, and then they finally went in and sang.
Didn't they name something stupid like it was a watch?
The Elgins.
Yeah.
You like the what? The wristwatch? Yeah. So, like when you heard them sing, they're like, okay, yeah. Like you can feel the emotion. You can hear it. Like, yeah. Whenever I see the Jacksons do the "I Got the Feeling," I always sit there and say, "Why do you choose that song?" Like there's no emotion. Like the I'm not saying the playing is the whack, but it's kind of simple. It's funky, but it's still kind of like a. It's not.
And why are you just singing the chorus?
Yeah. You know, he said, "I got to feel it, baby, baby. I got to feel it, baby, 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 baby." Like I don't see where he saw like, oh, these niggas are stars from that.
You say you ain't got nothing else. You ain't got no mixtape.
I think if I remember correctly, I think
that big boy record.
I think he was just looking at Michael. Pause. Big pause. But I think he was just looking at Michael and he saw something about him, and
He never did see the Tito.
nobody cared about Tito.
Well, you need the band though. You need the band. So it's like now I got to pay. If we X the Jacksons out and just keep Michael, now I got to pay for a band. Then they got to get the chemistry right, and so it's like, hey, we got to bring them in. So it makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, then fast forward, they're doing the same fucking song at the pool party.
Yeah, it had like they sang like 14 songs since then. Me before that, they could have
Changed it up, but then you still just singing the chorus.
you can do a Night Rider and shit.
Nah, because I think that's what got their ass whooped afterwards. Afterwards, so they don't touch that song no more.
not catalog no more.
Trauma built around that song, so they don't sing that song anymore.
All night long.
So they do the pool party. They're singing the same shit. They were a hit. They get signed. Then we see Joe back at the steel mill. Like in today's world, Joe wouldn't go back to work. Because if I just signed the contract, even though it's just my group, I ain't putting in no work. I ain't going back to work. Why would I go back to work?
Stun on niggas like he did.
I don't have the time to go stun on niggas. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go lay in the bed. I'll go shopping. Well, even though the check ain't cleared yet, but
nigga, I go to work and not do shit. Walk around for that white nigga. That's all. Hey, what's up, nigga? Hey,
still in the break room.
Chill that shit. Just holler the bitch out here.
Yeah, they tried to lay me off 2 years ago. I'm gonna let them know now. Like, man, fuck these niggas. They can do what they want to do. Now you still working, but then you traveling to New York. You traveling to Detroit. How you still got your job?
They got all that PTO time built up, nigga.
Nah, fam, because
PTO don't. What's that? That don't exist back then.
He won't get paid.
But remember, when Joe first starts to work at the steel mill, he's getting laid off. And then the joke on the last show was, how many times is this nigga getting laid off? Because every time he get laid off, Katie gets pregnant. So they got like 11 kids. So he got laid off mad times. So now you traveling and you still got your job. How?
That's a good plot hole there. Damn good plot hole.
Gonna fire a black man with money? I don't know.
Or maybe
bread.
Or maybe he was laid off during this whole time period. So when he signed the contract, all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, you come on back."
Nah.
Oh.
So they after that, so they get signed to Motown. So the move to Cali. They moved to Cali.
No, we
or some of them moved to Cali. What you got?
You missed the Reby marriage.
The wedding. That's what I said. I think I had it written down here. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry, Reby. I'm acting like Joe now. Don't give a fuck about the wedding. So, so Reby's wedding. So
November 30th.
Oh, that's the day that goddamn Stretch got killed. That's the same day that motherfucking E-Money Bags get killed. Shout out to hip hop. We know the history. Significant day. We need to go do the numbers on that. Do the science on that, astrology. But anyway, so she gets married. Joe don't give a fuck.
Basically told her straight up, "Hey, you got a gig?"
Well, she's like, "Oh man, I wish my brothers could be here." And he was like, "Hey, but your brothers got a gig. That's more important than this goddamn wedding." So
we got to go back to when Catherine was talking to Joe when he was staring out at the goddamn window with it raining and shit, complaining once again. Talking about the wedding of November 30th. Oh, the boys got a gig that day. Joe, there's nothing more important. We have a dream. So, matter of fact, let me talk to the people out there.
Go ahead.
When you have a dream, the reason why the Jackson 5 were so successful, because Joseph literally let nothing, even his own daughter's wedding, stop him from doing their shows to get them to that next level. Because you never know. They did that show. They missed that show. What if somebody was at that show? Like, what if Barry Gordy wanted to see them perform at the show? They didn't perform. They're like, you know what? Cancel that contract. And them niggas in Indiana for the rest of their life. Because of Reeby.
Because they wanted to go to the sister's wedding.
Mm-hmm. Hey, can't catch everything on the road. Hey, shout out to Hit Boy. There's no running errands on the road to greatness. So all the extra shit, you gotta leave that out. Just keep going. Lessons.
Shout out to Joseph.
We're not appalled yet, Joseph.
Not yet.
It's coming though. It's coming.
You ain't made it yet. Still humble. Still ain't synced. You still ain't synced the Doonies out west.
Is that what took so long for Catherine to move out there?
The snow bunnies out on the beach.
Oh,
the Doonies.
Oh,
You ain't talking about grippers. You talking about Doonies.
What you thought I said?
my Goonies.
Oh. What is you talking about?
What kind of slang term is that?
Pump your brakes, sir. But so he's didn't want to be at the wedding, didn't give a fuck, and you can see the husband.
Yeah, fuck with him.
Because she was like, "Oh, Joseph's here," and then she's like, "Oh man, fuck that nigga." So,
oh God,
yeah, on God, I'm about to box this nigga. But I want to be a part of the group though, so I'm glad I'm glad we getting married. So I'm gonna see if I can rap for him. See if I can take Tito's spot.
Nobody fuck with Tito anyway.
Yeah. So so there was that scene. Then we got to Fee asked the question. All the kids wanted at the end of the day was love and freedom. He didn't give that to them. So, of course, we all understand. We all understand like there has to be a balance. Mm-hmm. Although we get to what Joseph was doing in regards to, as you were just breaking down, the road to success. You got to stay focused. Can't allow things to deter you from the path. However, you have to give a little to get more, or get to give.
I see what you're saying as far as that. So here's my problem. What was the original goal?
Move to California, yeah, and be famous. Get them out.
Was it to move to California or to go to California?
To get them out of the hood.
And so to move to California. So once again, they weren't very specific. So you can't be mad about how you got there. We'll get to that part later on. Shout out to Catherine. But yes, if Joseph would have gave a little, give an example. We'll get to this part later on, but they're playing in the pool and Michael and Marlon are like, 5 more minutes. What if he gave him those 5 more minutes?
Next time it'll be 10.
Exactly. Then it's, Dee Dee can come to the recording studio. Then it's, hey, Michael's fucking in the booth.
How you go from 5 minutes in the pool to Michael's fucking in the booth?
Hey, give it in. Think about how shit.
Pause. That escalated rather quickly.
Shout out to the Ready to Die album.
You got the
biggest fucking Kim in the booth. So that popped in my head.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah,
that's good.
So yeah, that's why you don't have the women in the
said
studio.
Michael fucking in the booth.
We know Tito and Marlon, they fucking.
Then you see Michael
the Tito in love.
Joseph come in there. Oh man, how did this happen?
Should give them 5 more minutes in the pool.
It all goes back to the
man.
Now he's back at the steel mill. Mike got 3 chicks pregnant.
He working next to him.
Fucking 5 minutes.
All because you invested Callahan. Shout out to Tommy Boy. This nigga gave the whole elaborate story just because you didn't invest in the brakes. Y'all didn't see Tommy Boy, right? No. Oh man!
Oh my God! We need to do Tommy Boy. It's not a black film, but it's a classic.
Yeah, just on this trip. So yeah, y'all need to go watch Tommy Boy and Black Sheep.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Love and Freedom. Don't give it to your kids. It'd be like Joseph.
But actually ties into a. So, I think I don't know where I read this at, but they're talking about like basically with Disney movies and all that kind of stuff. The basic premise of all the movies is: does love overcome purpose?
In movie life, yes. In real life, no.
But what do we base our real lives on?
Love
and movies, which tell us to do that shit, which is why we fucked up now. Be like Joseph, follow your purpose.
So you want me to tell my kids to pick up cinder blocks and take them to the front yard, and, and once you're done with that, and put them in the backyard,
and then make them wear shoes for like 5 or 6 years till this wore all the way down, but then go buy like a Triton piano. Just cause, just do it. They'll be great. Joseph showed us. No, okay. Josephus.
So yeah, so
I don't
think he agrees one bit. I didn't see his face.
One iota.
That's the move, man.
So then they're headed to. They signed the contract, so they headed to Cali. So then you see the back and forth between Joe and Katie in regards to pessimistic as fuck. No disrespect. As Javi Get Body says all the time. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
So here's my thing with that. She was mad because Michael Jermaine and Tito
were getting flights.
Going flying out first. Marlon and Jackie had to ride with Joseph in the van, and they didn't know when the fuck Captain gonna be able to go. But she was more concerned about why they get to go out first. And he's like, I told you they need the lead singers to do the. Well, look at. I told you we'll send for you once we get a house. And we get now. When he said that, he was on fuck shit. I knew when he said
we'll send for you.
He will send for you as soon as we get a house and as soon as we get settled. Nigga, how long it take you to get settled? Could take a month. Could take a year. I'm not settled yet. You stay out there.
He was settling in some guts. He was
Doonies. So he went out there and saw the Doonies.
That'll come back around next too. We'll talk about that again too.
So he popped out there, saw the Doonies. He was like, oh man, bud.
Nigga would throw out everything.
He's like, damn. Yeah, it's time to start another band out here. So she was being pessimistic again. It was like she was complaining a whole 3-part series. So it was like, goddamn. That's another thing let me see. So this is and this just popped up in my head. So this is Waiting to Excel. Mm-hmm. Waiting to Excel. Shout out to meme number 81 or 82. Waiting to Excel. We dissed the fuck out of that movie. Where it showed, that's when we say our theory is that's when that's the beginning of the male bashing in movies and all that extra stuff as we see today. So that was the beginning of it. So again, as we see with the Jackson 5 American Dream, they went the extra mile to put Joseph here when he wasn't really there in real life. So it was like they were bigging up the black man. Mm-hmm. So this whole movie, Katie was very pessimistic, complaining, and it was just like, damn. So it's like, this just hit me like, I'm like, damn, we see this the whole movie. There's like really, is there any strong representation of any women in this movie?
Remy?
She got pushed through the wall.
She was what strong she had to go through it.
That's sick. That's sick. That is sick.
This is a strong woman. I'm not saying. I'm saying.
You know how
her getting put through the wall just made her a stronger woman.
No. I said she was stronger and she went through the wall. It's the opposite.
You gotta think about it. The walls was strong. Them walls were strong back then.
Yeah, the different type of.
He has a point. Yeah.
Them strongs was walls.
Get you off the hook a little bit.
Different type of drywall.
The walls were strong. My fault. The walls were strong back then. So that's a pretty strong woman, if you ask me. Walls strong.
This might be the last Wild podcast. This is like caping again. Little cape's coming out.
Oh shit!
The walls were strong,
but the spirit of the woman.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay.
Ladies.
Oh man.
No, but actually, go back to your actual point. That is actually a great point. There really isn't any strong twirly girly.
That twirly girly. But she was showing her doonies. She was a stripper, so
they're very strong. They're strong ass. And this is why we need to be on the show.
Oh man.
Wow.
So again, just as we complained today about the misrepresentation of the black man, so it's like you had twirly girly, the stripper, the moms that's complaining, the daughter who tried to step up but then got damn near put through the wall. Then it was
the
groupies. Dee Dee.
Oh.
Susan the Past?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Dinah Ross. But that's history. That's Dinah Ross.
That's what.
Wait, what? Hold on. But then, all right, this is a strong woman then. You can count Diana Ross.
Because all right. It's equivalent to the son in Waiting to Excel
and Michael.
So it's like you got a couple, but and Gregory Hines. So it was like
he got shot. He got shot.
So they wasn't really in the movie like that. There's a small percent, like it's a small. They show you a little bit, but then the rest of the movie is just fuckery. So they show you Dinah Ross, they show you Susan the Past, and it's like they wasn't in a movie like that. So it's just like, but twirly girly, Catherine, Reby getting put through the wall,
the toy disrespectful ass.
So
yeah, Janet jumping on the bed when she got no goddamn sense. Yeah.
So yeah, you know, yeah.
We edit that out. I don't like that.
With the positivity?
No, like the you figured out the loophole.
So yeah, so he finally gets settled like 6 years later. He finally brings Katie out, like, hey, 6 years later, like, goddamn, Jermaine looked different.
I don't think off the wall was about to come out and shit.
Yeah, I was like, she was like, hey, you know, shit, I didn't ran through half of Cali, so now y'all can come out here and chill with us. We can be a family. We can be a family again.
I feel like I marked my territory.
Yeah, I got some other kids. But you know,
there's definitely some Jacksons out there.
In real life, that it did happen.
Oh yeah, he did have some other kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
72, 73. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what he was doing his thing. That's why she had to wait.
Still slanging and banging.
Down south, out west slanging. So goddamn. So he picked her up from the airport, mad, like goddamn, boy. So he picked her up.
You see, he rushed through the airport.
Like, come on, I gotta go see these hoes.
he was trying to see them hoes. He was trying to be seen by the hoes.
Oh yeah, he was ducking. Boy. Was that a real mustache or was that one? That's one with the glasses and the mustache, like trying to hide his identity.
That fro when he
real. Is that you, Joseph? Man, bitch, shut up.
that fro when he real.
He had a wig on at the airport. So yeah, so they riding back to the house, and he was like, "Yeah, Katie, I told you I was gonna get you to California, yay." And then she was like, "Oh, it was all me having all those babies getting us out here." Like,
you trade them.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I shot your gym up.
Oh my god. Look like the Curry family.
Double O. Y'all see Paid in Full?
Yeah.
Double O.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
So once again, Catherine coming in trying to take credit.
Yeah.
After complaining.
You just had the kids. I trained them.
You didn't raise them up. We see what happened when you raised them. Beans, there's the beans that come from. The more you eat them, the more you do. So those are the songs they were singing with Catherine. They were singing ABC with Joseph. They got the knowledge.
Kids right there.
So where was that?
But then there was a car.
Oh yeah.
Driving back to the house.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you had them, I made them. There's a difference. So don't be trying to take credit. You was being all pessimistic. The whole movie you've been pessimistic, but now all of a sudden
you saw 2 palm trees. All of a sudden now you feeling yourself a little bit. A little too much dip on your chip once again.
So they get there.
Wait, also, she about to get checked real quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get to. So boom, so they get into the house. It's like, oh my God, oh yeah, mother. You know, they hugging inside. I ain't seen you in 6 years. Oh man.
Damn, you grown as fuck.
Oh shit. So and then Joseph was like, hey, let's go. We gotta go to Diana Ross's house. And then she was like, oh Joe, I ain't got my hair done. And oh man, I ain't got no so
everybody else ain't done and shit.
And then
Latoya
Latoya the same way. Oh man, I gotta get a bathing suit. And yeah. He was like, hey. We are going to Diana Ross's party. Y'all stay here.
He said, myself and the boys. It's Jackson 5 business. So once again, you having all those babies did not get to California.
Now the other babies that are not a part of this, you can watch them.
Yes, just show what you do with them. Yo,
clean this house up.
Yo, hey, Joe hit her with the J. Her motherfucker said they made hope. Made hope say, okay, so make another hope.
Lost ones.
Make another Jackson 5 bitch. You got 6 of them. Put the combination together. We had Remy, Latoya, Janet, Randy.
So you did she was acting like Dame. I made you hoe. Okay, make another hoe. Okay. All right.
It didn't happen. We heard Jermaine solo.
He was trash. He wasn't trash. He was not trash. He was great.
I love it. Let's get serious. It worked in the bad. That was like Ether back in the day. It's just how I hit him up when I heard that shit.
Mike didn't want that smoke.
He left that shit alone.
He didn't even respond.
He don't think he drop scream. He's screaming because he can't respond to that shit.
So yeah, so this is where we start to see Joseph popping up like every time one of the homies pull up on a chick, like Joseph like just pop up out of nowhere. So they at the pool party, they at the Diana Ross pool party. Jermaine out here cupcaking.
You up her finger and chicks in the pool and shit.
Getting real serious. Oh no. This is before the pool. They go like this when he opened up the door.
Oh yeah.
So they
hadn't met Hazel yet.
Yeah, he hadn't met Hazel yet. So boom. Shout out to Hazel. She was fly. Yes. So boom. So they go to Diana Ross's house, and then they walking through whatever, and Hazel.
No, that was Barry Gordy's house.
Yeah, Barry Gordy's house. Yeah, Barry Gordy's house. So
we
missed. Yeah, we missed. That was prior to. That's when they did the.
Baby. Yeah.
So he was at the pool party.
Yeah, the pool party when him and Hazel are together.
Right. So he out here cupcaking. Like, yeah, I'm better than Michael. I should have been. I was the lead singer.
I actually sang lead on ABC, but they cut it out. They did a different take. It's
yeah, fuck Joe. Some whole shit. So
did Joe heard that shit?
So yeah, I had smooth talking Hazel whatnot in the pool, and Joseph pop up.
It's like all the leads.
Say what?
He turned Anthony Stone in this bitch.
Oh yeah, they call me Rock. So boom. So Joseph pop up out of nowhere like, hey, we got some people I got some people in here I want you to talk to.
Who the Osmonds?
So then he told the rest of the boys like, hey, let's go. Yeah, I need to get up out of this pool. We ain't got time to be out here playing. Like, damn, I just stepped in the pool. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Let's go. So
niggas with afros are still intact.
Yeah, that took time back in the day. You can't just be jumping in the pool and then like you didn't have like what you have these days where you can like keep
picking it out. Yeah.
So so they be very careful, just like how these women today with they get their hair done, they can't don't touch it. Don't goddamn, I can't put no water on it. I can't even sleep on this shit. So it's equivalent. It's equivalent.
So Jonas took his off.
So he doubled back. Jermaine's still in the pool cupcaking.
She came, yeah.
It's like, damn, I would hop in the pool, but I got this wig on. So I'm gonna need for you to obey what I'm saying, so we can keep it moving. So
how would the other brothers see this?
So they go inside, whatever. I forgot who they went to go talk to.
They showed that part.
Yeah, he was just trying to get
He was hating.
Yeah, he was just trying to get him away from Hazel, and then involve the other brothers for no reason. So
Tito was ready to go. He wasn't doing shit.
No game. So boom, fast forward.
You got to phone with Didi. And Barry down at Ross' house calling it. She run up a goddamn long distance.
So then we got so now they hooping. They ain't got no athleticism ever. They ain't got no athleticism. So Jackie out here thinking he goddamn Draymond Green and shit. Goddamn missing layups and shit. Hey. Yeah, he doing that shit.
Yeah, okay. All right, this really chill.
Yeah,
chill. Not only that, he did that after talking to hoes and missed the layup.
So yeah, he out here trying to show out.
He got no numbers that day
because Joseph's been blocking him from talking on the phone.
And obviously layup drills.
So we out here missing layups, and then you playing against your brothers. They ain't athletic, so it's just like it's a lose-lose. So so he trying to show out for no reason, and here comes Joseph again, like pop up out of nowhere, like, "Hey, come on!" Then he's like, so he's like, he like, I don't feel good. Like, nigga, you just been out here. Harlem Globetrotter and shit. Now you don't feel good.
I was like, I know. I missed that layup. He must feel terribly.
You just put up 8, 2, and 2.
Yeah. Oh, 2 for 8, nigga.
On 18 shots. Get that to the man. Let's go.
Yeah, you don't need to be out here. You need to be singing, boy. Get your ass on.
Nigga, you up for dribbling for these hoes, nigga. You a motherfucking Jackie Jackson, bitch. In a dance move, get these bitches to get the fuck out of here. See, matter of fact, Bumper had the right idea. Nigga was dancing in the parking lot of church. He knew his place. He got damn Terrence Howard up trying to play ball and shit with these hoes.
And some bell bottoms. No way.
Don't have the vision. He didn't have the vision.
Michael had on skates on the out on the court. Like, so it's all wrong. It's all wrong. So great that Joe popped up. Like,
fix the situation.
Like, man, come on.
Get your ass back in the studio. Where y'all belong. Bring his hits out. Matter of fact, that's why they had no hits out the dance machine. And a nigga want a ball.
I definitely think Michael could put up 30 if he wanted.
No, he couldn't.
Where?
Michael Jackson was ass at basketball.
Put up 30 where?
Put up 30 hits. We talking hits on the billboards, not the backboard.
Yeah, Mike can do a 30-song verses. Yeah, 30 them.
In the song, what was it? The song Jam, and then in the music video with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you saw how he was.
Fam, like, you couldn't even do a layup.
You see that?
No, but in all fairness,
you didn't see the behind the scenes.
But all fairness,
oh no, I didn't see behind the scenes.
Nigga, hey.
You can't dribble.
Oh, yeah, nigga.
At all.
I was about to say it's Michael Jordan. I said never mind. I can't save you that one. You gotta dribble your own ball.
Michael Jordan was trying to teach him how to dribble and do a layup. That was the whole music video.
Nigga Jackie was bad as fuck. Why the fuck you called me? He called me.
Nigga, you was missing him too. All right, so Joseph magically appears. They gotta go. He didn't feel good. The Osmonds didn't feel good either, but they work day and night. I don't like the way they, like you said, I don't like the way they was putting them against the white group. Osmonds wasn't really that.
Yeah, they didn't have no ABC.
Yeah, they weren't popping like that. Care what the Osmonds are doing.
But shout out to Joe. He was keeping the guys focused and motivated. Sometimes you got to have fake ops. Just keep yourself motivated. Fake ops. Just make yourself motivated.
Okay.
You look at somebody, they might not be doing it like how you doing it, but you put a story in your head. Oh no, he really doing that. I got to stay ahead of him, and that's what keeps you focused.
So what he's saying is, down the line, we gotta beef with the Wild Podcast. Fake ops.
I don't want that issue.
I want no quarrels with y'all at all.
We gotta boost ratings.
If Jay and Dan can beef, why can't we? Pot gone. Big gone.
What me? So
ball gone.
So now they're in the studio doing Rock and Robin. Jermaine eating grapes over the expensive equipment, smacking and shit. Juice all over the goddamn equipment and shit. Michael touching the goddamn knobs and shit. Pause. The buttons on them. The touching buttons on the mixer and shit.
So Mike was fucking up the mix.
Then Joseph had to check him like, what does this do? He's like, hey, don't touch nothing in here. He's like, I just want to know what it does.
Did you see the look on his face when he did that? He's like, what does this do? Don't touch that. I just want to know what it does.
Don't touch anything.
He had a look of pure hurt on his face.
Right.
I just wanted to know that. Get your ass down.
If I tell you one time, do not question why. I don't care what you were trying to do. This is goddamn $80,000 worth of equipment. Back then it was like probably way more than that.
No, back then, which is like $200 million right now and shit.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like you see everybody pretty much they can do shit on their phone. They can get shit like this right here. Back then,
it was like 6 of them boards on Earth.
On Earth.
so you out here just pressing buttons and all that. Like, I get it. You're curious. But we ain't got bread to pay for this shit.
You probably deleted Diana Ross's whole from that one button.
You gotta kid it. Fuck your album. Fuck your single. Burn that hard drive.
Burn that hard drive.
Burn that shit.
Oh shit! Smoking on top 5.
He'll coming out there. Goddamn Diana Ross and shit.
Burn your hard drive. Burn that shit. So boom. So he leaves with the briefcase. So this is what Fee was talking about. Like, you only got one group to manage. You say you about to leave to go take care of some business, and you got a briefcase with you. What business do you have?
No business. No business in the studio.
So I said he had a. What did I say?
I said butter pecan ice cream in that bitch.
Then I said, I think what he said, he had some goddamn phone numbers. He got all the hoes' phone numbers.
I said the souls of his children in that bitch. Like goddamn Pulp Fiction.
But I know what I said, but it ties into the third segment.
Okay. What Fee said?
Yeah, but she was like, what did she say?
Fee said in the contents of the briefcase was the origins of Backpage.
The blueprint.
Yeah, all the profiles in his briefcase.
We kept the files.
Yeah, Joseph sure did.
Shout out to Lux. So boom. So as he's leaving,
he points at Mike. You better behave.
So then Barry Gordy comes in and was like, hey.
He comes in drunk as fuck. Hey, Joey, fellas. Why did Barry have so much goddamn time on his hands to be every goddamn studio session with them niggas? He got a whole cup. Nigga had Marvin. Nigga had Steve. He had Martha the Vandellas. He had goddamn Diana. But he had every goddamn Jackson 5 session.
Again, playing up the support.
Oh, allow me to go back to that pool party real fast.
Mm-hmm.
So he said something that was very interesting.
What did he say?
After they performed, he was like, hey, I need 3 things. He said, first, we need a hit record. I'll guarantee that. What do you mean, Barry? How can you guarantee a hit record?
That boy tapped in.
Tapped in? Or is his pockets getting tapped?
Pause.
What's pausing about?
How you pausing about that?
Hey, Shotgun Suge.
Oh,
what I do? You're sick.
It's music industry, so you know what I'm saying. Like his back pockets might be getting tapped. You feel me?
Damn. Why your mind always
I meant payola. That's what I was going with that. That's what I was going with.
It's not always that serious.
Your brain always back, don't you?
You've been watching them Illuminati videos.
Yeah, man, they be giving it up.
I ain't selling my soul.
So what was that number 3? What was it?
No, it was
guarantee a hit. I can guarantee that.
Either the marketing. He said marketing and promotion.
Joe, that's on you. And
then he said radio. He turned to the radio. So I'm assuming he meant the writing process, that he write a hit record.
Okay.
But in my head, he was gonna pay them niggas. He paid for ABC to be number 1.
That's the industry.
But then they go back to question. Then why they stop after the Dance Machine?
Mike wanted to move in a different direction. He got tired of them niggas.
That's fair. The wheels were coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So now Tito's outside smooching on goddamn Didi. Joseph pops up out of nowhere.
Saving from saving.
Saving from misbehaving.
I like that.
Yeah, you know, it's my rap skills. So he outside cupcaking with Didi. Supposed to be in there laying down vocals. No, playing the guitar. He out here cupcaking.
Nigga ain't singing shit.
Yeah, he playing the guitar. He out there cupcaking with Didi like, hey, you know, I'm gonna show you the world. I'm gonna be everything. Even though I ain't nothing. So he's also talking that, yeah, I'm better than Michael. I got the vocals, but you know, I'm just playing my position. You know, I don't want to disrespect my brother.
Pause.
So what was that?
So everyone, if you're watching this right now, stop what you're doing. Go watch the DJ Vlad interview with Tito Jackson.
The fuck?
And listen to him
explain. The Vlad interview with Tito Jackson.
I sent it to you, nigga.
When? It wasn't recent?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Remember this is when I said that, and I said the Joe Jackson shit.
But we didn't bring it up. We did the show last week. You told me about the Joe Jackson. How we watched that. I didn't know about the Vlad and Tito.
No, the Tito was the first one I said.
Well, but that wasn't brought up.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, but that's what me and Fee was talking about. How I was like, she was like, said Tito was slow. I was like, he's just a nice guy. So basically, according to Tito, everybody in the group had a solo deal except for him.
Damn. Tragic.
Because it was saying, like, when it came time like to him, like either sign his contract or to do his solo album, like something happened. And they were like, oh, they just didn't do it. But Jackie had one, Jermaine had one. I think Marlon even like started it, but they didn't like really release it.
Goddamn, Catherine had a solo.
Jimmy Crack Corn remix. Featuring Joe.
Damn, Tito. I need to go watch that.
Yes, it was hilarious. It was sad. It was sad and hilarious at the same time. Damn. What would a Tito solo album sound like?
There's no need to think. There's no need to think.
But also, wait, shout out to Michael.
He said Blueface meets. Blueface meets blue can't try. Shit. Oh man, how would that sound?
Hit him up style on the deadlocks.
Oh shit. He said hit him up style on the deadlocks. On the deadlocks. Gonna respect this crippin'.
Shout out to Michael for signing 3T. With Joseph even signed Tito. So Michael did more for Tito than Joseph did for Tito.
Oh man, the nightmare. This is the nightmare.
We were speaking of.
After you get the success, it all goes bad. So then Tito snitches on Jermaine. No, yes, Cheeto snitches on Jermaine. He was like, "Why can't Dee Dee? I love Dee Dee. She's my heart." And then he's like, he was like, "Why can't she be around?" Jermaine got Hazel around at the studio. Hazel
she was fucking last week. I saw shit.
Yeah, Hazel can be around. Why can't my girl be around? So he was like, "Hey, that's Barry Gordy's daughter. I can't fuck with that. Now get your ass in the studio." Fuck Dee Dee.
No fuck Dee Dee. No fuck Dee Dee. Go fuck with the guitar, nigga. That I bought you 10 years ago.
Yeah, remember that ass whooping? So then we go to Joseph and Katie complaining again. Yet again.
Oh yeah.
How can the boys do this every night? Wait, go to school in the morning.
You want to do this with it?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So Joseph comes home from a long day of cheating.
Damn. So God.
Oh man.
He wakes up Catherine, who been at home all goddamn day.
Why you sleep?
So she wakes up. Joe, it's 3 a.m. Hey, long day, fucking these hoes. So she's like, oh, I don't understand how the kids do this every single day and then get up and go to school every day. Hey, quit. You're dying. Oh, I was in the house all the time. You're getting everything you want. Yeah, I'm getting everything I want, except you. So boom. First things first.
She hit him with the drill. And we don't even talk.
No, the other one. With the... So yeah, she hit him with the Druid Hill. So then he was like, shout out to Joe. He was like, you know what? It's my last time dealing with this bullshit. So let me offer some solutions. So she started off, yeah, damn, I'm on the house all the damn time. I can't go nowhere. Well, hey, he's like, we get your driver. Well, I don't want to call Suzanne to pass every time I go to the store. Okay, we'll teach you how to drive. Oh, the streets are so confusing. You know, white people. White people. I'll be fucking with the white people. So finally Joe's like, hey, all right. So and she was like, oh yeah, I'm so confused. And I just feel like I don't belong. So Joe walked up, hey, get used to this shit. That's what we asked for. It's the good life. And he walks off. He turns around, turned to goddamn Satan and shit. He says, it's good life. So boom, that's when Joseph turned to Satan. So the other lesson. Whenever you have dreams and you achieve those dreams, you know what's on the other side of those dreams? Motherfucking hell, nigga. Ain't heaven, nigga. Fucking thought like you gonna be up there chilling. No, nigga, you gotta work your ass off just to stay up there, nigga. That's the hell.
You working ass off, all right.
Hey, yo.
Overtime. Women's.
Women's.
Jeez. The women's.
But you always think about grippers.
Lady grippers.
I just hate the term.
So now they at a goddamn
grip.
It's grippers
at the Cowboy Stadium and shit. Goddamn performing they hit ABC.
Oh.
And then goddamn the stadium lose control and felt like they could just jump on stage.
Hey, I would be down too. Shit.
So the whole goddamn the whole stadium jump on stage. Not just two people get loose. The whole stadium like, man, fuck this in unison. They're like, hey, fuck it, it's time.
It was Joseph in the crowd. He was like, now. The shit lit up and everybody rushed the stage. And Michael dumbass, hey, wait, everybody.
You got 400 niggas coming running towards you.
That ass, that ain't gonna work. Hey, you're the leader. They're coming for you.
You're not Neo. I know you probably saw the Matrix and shit. Early. You probably got because y'all got money now, so you can see shit that ain't been released to the public yet.
They went to the future about Matrix.
On that level, you see things that you're not supposed to. So he saw the Matrix and shit. He was like, "Oh, I'm Neo." He's like, "Hey."
He said, "No." And they kept going. Oh shit. That didn't work.
So he got rushed.
Damn, Keanu. What the fuck are you doing?
So they jet.
Wait, at least it's not Matrix and not John Wick.
Dang.
Fuck.
Oh, he said he saw John Wick. They weren't stopping to kill that nigga. They was, hey, we got $7 million on you, bro. We got $7 million on your head, boy. Ain't no stop.
No, Michael put out one of them goddamn Grand Theft Auto guns and shit with no unlimited ammo. Kill everybody in that bitch.
This is America.
Look what I'm doing.
Hey, all because I watched the wrong Keanu Reeves movie.
Right. Early. Don't catch you slipping now. So yeah, they book it. Then Mike, they go out. And then what you say? He's like, "Oh, where's the limo driver?" Like, nigga was supposed to show up for like another 8 hours.
Yeah, nigga, the show just started.
Like, I'm over here at McDowell's.
I'm on break.
Fuck, I'm supposed to be here for? I didn't know they was gonna rush the stage. And
I didn't know the goddamn escape plan was around back. I'm in the front, goddamn shit.
Right. So goddamn. So they get ahead of the crowd, whatever, and then when they get to the back to get to the goddamn limo,
the crowd said,
there's another crowd from the other end coming through. So Michael gets tackled,
manhandled, damn near choked to death.
So they got him out of there.
I still understand they got him out of there.
Yeah, that would have been a lost cause. There would have been no Jacksons after that. Well, Tito would have to step up and that wouldn't have worked.
That's not the move.
So yeah, Black Beatles.
Black Beatles.
So were they Ray Shrimmer?
Jeez.
Were they on Ray Shrimmer level?
I would think if they weren't up there, they were very close. They're almost there. So but that Ray Shrimmer, that's a different beast.
No flex zone.
Hey, I remember the first time I heard no flex zone.
Oh no, went crazy.
Yeah, boy, I put this nigga on. I was like, hey, this is the shit before it popped. I'm like, hey, my nigga, remember Chris Cross, my nigga? I was like, hey, come listen to this shit. Rest is history. It was on World Star. Like I said, before it did its thing. Mm-hmm. So I heard it on World Star. I was like, yo. Called them like, hey, come watch this.
God, yeah, they was next up for sure.
So yeah, Black Beatles. So Joe is already looking at, okay, we can make more bread off this. So
the Motown trash.
So yeah,
they give them security, so they weren't ready for it.
So yeah, so Tito is on the phone simping with Dee Dee.
I miss you. I'm only thinking about you, even though I'm on stage.
Got all of them.
I remember my lyrics.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to our cousin. Shout out to our cousin who's in the movie.
Oh, cousin Eugene.
Shout out to Eugene. He was also in Minister Society.
Tap, what the fuck, man?
So yeah, so shout out to our cousin. So he had a role in that movie. So so they out wilding, doing their thing. Now we cut back to Katie at the house.
Wait, let's go back to the scene with all the pranks.
Mm-hmm. So they throwing water balloons on white folks.
Exactly. So when was that cool?
Yeah, that can get you some time now.
It was
that's
like
assault. Ain't that assault?
And then you dropping shit out. What if it busted his head open?
But that's the Black Beatles, though. They can do what they want.
Oh,
yeah. Joe already sold his soul.
But Beatles,
so they're above the law.
Well, not the Dee Dee. Dee hook up on that nigga. That way he does that shit. I'll give a fuck what Joseph did.
His game was weak.
He was.
Yeah, if you Tito Jackson and you can't keep your girl on the phone, your game is weak.
If you Tito Jackson can't keep a girl on the phone, you got it all wrong.
So yeah, so that's all I got to say about that. There's nothing. There's no explanation for that. There's no reason for your game is weak. So they at the house. The fan club is at the house with Latoya and Katie and who called who? Did
I'm assuming Catherine
Katie
called
him? Okay.
You know, no, Joe ain't got time. He fucking bitches out here.
Yeah. So
Katie
called Joseph like, "Hey, I ain't heard from you. Where are you? Don't even know where you guys are at. What's going on?"
He's like,
he hung up the phone. I ain't got time to hear all this. So she walks back with the shame on her face. Like, damn, I just got hung up.
So people out there, if you're on the phone and someone hangs up on you, you should work out a script in your head on how to get off the phone for everybody else. You're already on the phone with them. We on the phone with everybody else to make it seem like, hey, I did not get hung up on. She did not do that. She just and everybody heard Joseph yell at her and shit. So they're like, oh, we heard the whole conversation shit. Take that call to the other room. You in the same kitchen with everybody around the table and shit. Everybody heard the whole shit. You look crazy.
So
and then what?
All she had to say was, something's going on. You got another show to do? Okay, it's breaking up. Yeah, okay. You got a plane to catch? Okay, all right. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
There were no cell phones back in the day. No phone breaking up.
Going through a tough.
Yeah, hardwired, hardwired to the wall. Goddamn. There is no. Shh.
I can barely hear you. Hey, Joseph. It's 1971.
Joseph was probably on the cell phone because they already watching The Matrix and shit. Joe had a cell phone.
And he had a Note 2 and shit.
Fucking tablet and everything.
He had the first iPhone, but don't let Soulja Boy hear that. Don't let Soulja Boy hear that. I was the first.
Who cut your hair?
So he got the whole fan club at the table getting disrespected in front of the Jackson 5 fan club. So shout out to Alina from Minister Society. From Minister Society, the one that got pregnant by Kane. Allegedly.
Remember,
it's not mine.
He has the Jimmy on extra tight.
Allegedly.
Which means yours.
But he didn't take no test though. So technically it was allegedly. So Alina from Minister Society was a part of the fan club. So we're gonna say that's her mom's.
Yes, it is.
That was Alina's mom's in the fan club. So that's when Latoya, in the spirit of Reby, want to be like, "Hey, he ain't even tell you where they was at. How you gonna let him disrespect you like that? You a woman.
You a woman. You're a woman." It was extra wokeness.
A custard. He called her a custard.
Little custard.
on 55th Street. It was out LA. Shit.
On 55th, you know where they were at.
They was in LA, so you know they probably was banging out there. Shit. They probably was on 55th.
They done bombed and shit.
So she got disrespected yet again. So
you fired me.
You fired me.
So she on the table looking goofy, and all of a sudden Ayana pull out the whole next 2-year itinerary and shit. So yeah, them niggas be in Russia next week and
Oh yeah, they knew where they were at, but the mom didn't know where they were at. So the fan club knew where they were, which you know that's what you're supposed to do.
But here's my problem. You know whose fault that was?
Whose? Katie?
No. Latoya. Latoya knew that shit. Why Latoya tell Katie that shit? Had Katie looking stupid as fuck on the phone with Joe when she knew that Ayana at the goddamn table could fix her life and shit. So I did there?
Yeah. So then we get to where they had the performance of I think it was ABC, where he had the Puss in Boot hat on and the motherfucking the pajamas and shit.
Yeah.
That's what Fee wanted to. Fee, that was Fee's give Fee's thoughts and notes as well.
The Puss in Boots and the pajama pants.
Yeah, the pajama jammy jam. So so then we see Tito getting married to Dee Dee.
No, wait. So is that before or after the wait, Mike was on the plane and shit.
Issue.
Mike was on the plane, scary as hell.
Turbulence.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
But that before or after that shit though?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, because they kept playing ABC over again. They kept doing like the show montages and shit.
Right.
So he on the plane, scary as fuck.
Understandable.
But I thought that right after that, that's when
shit.
I thought right after that's when he didn't want to get on the plane.
That was afterwards.
Okay, well, never mind.
Because it's like you have the so now Tito then seeing Reby, how Joe was acting with Reby. We already know that Joe was like, hey, I don't want no chicks calling here. Jackie's like in his 40s by this time and still can't get no phone calls. And it's like now you got Dee Dee and you got her a ring, you about to get married, and it's like, hey Joseph, what do you think? And then he's like, what do you expect? You didn't see you like what, the third down? No, fifth down. Because you got Reby, Jackie, Jermaine, Tito. So fourth.
Either fourth or fifth. Either Tito, LaToya before or after Tito.
Oh yeah. I forgot about LaToya. So
dang, everybody forget about LaToya.
What she do?
That's true.
But besides hate on the family and shit.
That's also
for like
true.
10 years.
So then it's like, what do you expect from Joseph at this point? So it's like he pretty much blows it off, and then she runs out. He doesn't like me. And then he's like, oh, Joseph, what? And then she was like, hey, go after your girl. Boom. So then it's the argument with the infamous part where Joseph is trying to negotiate with Tito.
That was Jermaine.
No, it was Tito. It wasn't Hazel.
Oh yeah, like it's good. Yeah, that was Jermaine.
Tito. It was Tito. Yeah. Dee Dee and Tito. So Joseph trying to negotiate, like, hey, don't marry her. I can get you some cameras. I can get you Adobe Photoshop. I can give you all that. Just don't marry her.
I might get you a MacBook Pro also.
Those are not scheduled to come out for about 40 years, but I can get you one of them. So, but just don't marry the girl. So this is him negotiating, right? Tito's like, nah, I love her. She is mine.
I marry Dee Dee. Look at it.
So then he's like, you marry her? That's the end of the group. We need to stay together.
No, it doesn't have to be. He doesn't care about the group. She wants nothing but me.
It's like the weakest argument ever.
Yeah.
And negotiating skills.
Like, hey, Tito, you know she lied to you, right? She want that check too.
Yeah, let's stop watching these movies, because these movies got you thinking that they really want you, but they don't really want you. So
just because she talked to you at school.
Yeah, you Jackie. I mean, you Tito
on your birthday.
You're on TV. Now let me not say all women are like that. I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying you got to know the rules of the game and know when you're getting played.
For sure.
All women are like that. I'm not gonna put that out there.
I can scientifically prove it.
Oh shit, Kevin Samuels over here.
What do women want the most?
Protection, security.
Yes. So would there always be someone that has better protection or more security than you?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. All right.
Knock that out the park. So weak argument, weak exchange, weak negotiating. Marry my girl, Adobe Photoshop.
He spent weeks debating.
So then this is when I realized Jermaine turned into an Asian dude.
Pardon?
Oh,
you got to. We'll get to that.
Man,
part.
that's good.
It's like, you showed him. Like, no, you didn't. We'll talk about the changes in the changes in the cast. Skin tones change. It's like just a minute ago you was this guy. The next scene you're this guy, but it's not like it's been 8 years. is only like 2 months, but you need to change to a whole different dude. So he turns into some Asian dude with asthma. So,
you heard him. Oh, Mr. Barry, I really love her.
And he's skinny. It's not like he's like 800 pounds. He was skinny dude.
We like each other a lot.
You need oxygen tank, sir?
I care.
Homeboy sound like he was concentrating. So
Barry like,
come on.
get it out.
That's why you're not lead singer. You got time to be here and all you goddamn breathing, boy. Shit. So we'll get to the cloning in a minute. So then we had the Joseph, I guess, as we said in the first show, he had the blues. He was getting beaten down by the conditions of the poverty that they was stricken by.
The condition of that contract for the equipment.
The box. He was boxed in. He didn't go anywhere with his boxing career. So the scene where he's trying to find an out. He got laid off. He got all these kids. This is before they start doing them dancing and singing. So he's trying to find an out. Like he's sitting at the dinner table. They throwing peas at each other, acting up. There's no order. And he just sitting there like zoned out like, damn, I want to kill one of these niggas. I need it out so I can just, go away. So that's when they see Michael's shoe. You've seen the Jacksons, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's when the shoe sitting in the, like, whose shoe is that? And it's like that whole shit. So now we're at a different level. So now he's frustrated. As you said, it is confirmed that he had other children. So now it's like, damn, I'm out here fucking up. I'm losing, like Reba got married. Tito's getting married. They doing what they want. Barry Gordy is taking over.
Jermaine breathing hard on Hazel.
He has breathing treatments I can't afford. So goddamn, Barry Gordy is pretty much taking my power away from me. I tried to give Tito Adobe Photoshop. He didn't want it. So it's like, damn, I'm losing the power.
He's taking the corral pay.
So goddamn. So now he's looking for another out. Like he's like, damn, I need to whoop somebody's ass. I got to put hands on somebody. So now he's like, he finds some towels in the pool. Like, who the fuck towels are these? Yes! So now he ready to whoop Michael and Marlon because towels are sitting in the pool. Is that a reason to get a whooping? At that level.
I'll put like this.
I was gonna say.
I'll put like this.
Maybe
I'm making millions.
Before the conversation we had earlier, I would say, "Fuck yes," because once again, just like the shoe in the middle of the living room or the middle of the kitchen floor. Y'all niggas just testing me now. Like, you know good goddamn well. Why is there a shoe sitting in the middle of the goddamn kitchen?
It's not both.
Like one. So either one or two things happen. Either you had the shoe in your hand and you set it on the ground. I'm sorry, three things. Either you had the shoe in your hand, you set it right there on the ground and left that bitch. Second, you might have had a whole bunch of hands of shit, and the shoe fell off the shit, and you saw the shit fall, and you knew to come back to get the shit. Or third, you were playing around and the shoe fell off your foot. Either way, you knew the fucking shoe was right there on the fucking. Pick that shit up. Towels. Y'all niggas was in the pool. Hey, you get out of the pool. You gotta dry yourself off, right? So how the fuck is the towel in the goddamn pool?
Rich nigga shit.
That's fair. I wouldn't know. That's right. You got me. I
ain't got time to dry off. Did that shit in the pool.
The sun got me.
So he proceeds to go upstairs trying to figure out where they at so he can get them a whooping. And then here comes Katie.
Joe!
She steps up now. She steps up like, hey.
37 years later.
Yeah, she steps up.
Jackie
diffuses it.
Jackie over collecting Social Security and shit now and shit.
Oh, the fuck. So yeah, so she diffuses it and it's just like, hey, stop beating on them. It's enough.
Jackie's shoes are no longer worn through the kids.
Like, we rich now, but fuck, what the fuck are you doing? So again, he's trying to find it out, but he gets blocked. So this time he can't whoop nobody. Well, he didn't get a chance to whoop Michael because Michael got away the first time. So that gets diffused.
Mm-hmm. Now let's go back to your argument that you said the reason why they should not have got whooped.
Mm-hmm. I'm bringing in goddamn over $1 million.
I pay for this house. I pay for those towels. I pay for this pool.
I can do what the fuck I want to do.
so if my towels are in my pool, hey, you just imagine you don't get 10%.
Yeah.
Go to bed, Joseph.
I should whoop your ass. I should whoop your ass, Joseph, for even disturbing my sleep.
Matter of fact, hey Joseph, you're waking the dead. Come here. Should the music play? That ass music play in the background.
So yeah. So it's like, hey, hey, you remember when we set you up to get your ass whooped the first time? We had them dudes come beat your ass up in the alley. Now we got money to get a nigga to pop you. So I think you need to fall back.
Sit down. Collect your check like Jimmy and get paid.
Shut the fuck up. So yeah, so that gets diffused. So then they're on the plane, about to go sing the national anthem. Mm. So Susan. It's like, hey, yeah, you know, so yeah, you guys are gonna sing the national anthem, you know, Star Spangled Banner. He's like, oh, what is that? Like, what? You don't know what that what? You don't know what attitude is, and now you don't know what Star Spangled Banner is,
and you know what homogenous means.
Right? I don't get it with you. So
who taught you?
Joseph. So you guys don't know the song? And she don't even know the song. You don't know the song, but then you question somebody else about that.
No, G said that shit was such a like distaste in her voice. She's like, oh, you know the song? Oh, say, can you say? And then Michael like, what does it really like? She's like, yeah. And then, when then Jermaine and Tito like, Marlon, like, what's the rest of it?
Y'all don't know? You don't know?
Anyway.
She turned into,
I mean, I know. I'm just saying, y'all know first. Make sure I'm right.
She turned into Jay-Z. We passed kneeling. You know what it's for? You know what it's about? You know what it's about? He turned that shit. You know what the kneeling is about? You know. Like, you know. So it's like, you know the Star Spangled Banner? You don't know? You don't know shit either? Goddamn, boy, y'all trash.
Let me call my nigga. We got this play.
So she was like, yo, we got 20 minutes to learn this shit. Plane's still in the air. So
they got a leg. Wait for everybody to get off the plane. Get their bags. Get off the plane. Go to the bag plane. Wait for the goddamn bags to go. Then wait for their limo to get there. And then drive in traffic all the way to the goddamn baseball game.
No, but you ain't got the words yet.
They had time. I'm trying to say they had plenty of time.
So she was like, yeah, we gotta learn this shit in 20 minutes.
She's lying.
So you still in the air when you say this shit. You gotta land, do all the shit you just said. Then you gotta make it to the payphone. Hopefully the nigga that know it is at home, because niggas ain't got cell phones. So you better hope he at the house. Please be at the house. This is when everybody used to be at the house. Because magically, we used to call everybody and they would always pick up. It's like, you ain't got shit to do? Well, you ain't doing shit with your life? So
it's past 5 o'clock. You should be at home by now.
Yeah. They'd have night jobs back in those days.
Pager.
That is true.
Pager up.
Nigga, that was 80s.
That was 80s. But they was in the future. They was getting $1 million. They signed the Illuminati contract, so they had pagers.
Only doctors and six drug dealers had this shit.
And 2 of the Jacksons. Yeah. So
and obviously Joseph, we had to keep the hose in line.
So she gets to the payphone. Old boy was home. He ran down the whole sheet, and then she had to write every word on the paper. Then you have to communicate and convey this to the group to sing it in 20 minutes.
So here's my other problem. So she sat there, she wrote all the lyrics down, right? How she know how to sing that whole shit?
But it's, you know, the tune, but you just don't know the words.
So you remember how every line goes?
I'm gonna be real, I don't even know this. Like, besides the first 2 verses, I don't know crap.
I just know, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
What so proudly we hail.
And so gallantly.
of the Twilights.
Last streaming. Yeah. I don't even know the word. That's probably
said Bright Stars through the peril and flag.
Rockets regular.
We'll get to that.
Not yet.
So I don't know how they did it, but supposedly they did it. But I got audio from that session.
Excellent research, sir.
Yeah, I found it. So the movie will make it seem like they pulled that shit off. They didn't. So here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
All right, are we all ready?
That's Tito.
Oh, say, can you see? And the rockets, red flag. Uh-oh. I'll make up for it now. Oh, the land of the free.
Yes. There's no way that they could have figured out that whole goddamn song and pulled that shit off. So that was the real recording from that fateful night.
Unfaithful. Very unfaithful. That night she did it very badly.
Unpatriotic.
I just got so many questions. Like,
that's what happens when you don't practice like the Jacksons did.
Bro, he lost his voice and he didn't.
He didn't lose his voice. He never had. He never had a voice. Let's be clear.
He left his voice at his friend's house.
Why didn't he adjust like the second attempt to like hit the note?
You can't.
You're out there now.
It's like
you out there in the whirlwind now.
Have you ever heard Barry White hit a high note?
No.
Exactly. You have a limit. So if you know you can try, but you're not gonna pull that shit off.
So there's different. All right, music lesson real quick. So there's different. I know you know ranges. People have different ranges and stuff.
Right.
All right then. So why
He
you
didn't
acting
have
all
no
confused?
No, but like, all right, so you know you can't hit it, so hit the next note you can.
That's what he did.
And he failed.
But he
For the land. It's supposed to be for the land of the free. He's like, for the land of the free. He couldn't hit that.
No, it was the Rockets.
Number one, who hired you? No, not even hired. Who suggested you? Because you gotta get suggested before hired.
No. In my head, this is how it went. I think the game was going on. I think Carl Lewis was like at Home Depot or some shit, picking up some tools to fix his shed or some shit.
Wood.
And let's say I was not even thinking that. That's all you. That's all you. Buddy. So he was like, "Oh yeah, I got tickets to this game." He forgot he had tickets to the game, so he ran to the game real fast.
Yes, because he is was the world's fastest man at the time.
So he gets to the game. He sit down and see. They're like, "Hey, we need somebody sing the national anthem." He's like, "Yeah, I think I know that."
By golly, I know I could do it.
Yeah, so no practice. The nigga didn't even know beforehand, so he didn't have a chance to check his range.
And the Rockets.
So he got there. He's like,
he couldn't even say it. Shit, boy's gone.
So how thing happened was like right when he hit the
he started off great.
No, he started off
cool.
No,
not great.
No, in the middle.
He started off cool.
No, I put this.
All right.
But you know how you walk into a situation where you're confident as hell, like, yeah, I got this. And like in the first couple seconds, you know this shit gonna go right.
This shit going south.
When he would say, "Oh, he knew it's why he started dribbling." Oh shit!
Let me run this shit.
Ooh. So yeah,
that's when like you practice only the first part. Like, oh, I got this shit.
We did bag, man. He's like,
no need to practice.
He's like, buy the dog. Yeah, I got it. We'll get that buy off. Yeah, I'm good. He forgot about that part. Oh shit, it goes a little bit higher.
Damn, I wish I would have practiced a little bit longer. Forgot about that part.
Oh my god.
So yes, that was Carl Lewis at the Bulls game.
Do you still get paid after that?
He wasn't even allowed at the Bulls game anymore.
I think he had to pay for tickets for after that.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah, you got to sit at the top.
coming to the same problem.
Yeah, you got to sit in nosebleeds.
I think it was fine.
Oh man. So let's not shout out Carl Lewis. So yeah,
Carl Lewis can't shout out Carl Lewis.
Just stick to the field. Just like how Jackie was trying to ball like Draymond Green. Stick to singing. Carl, stick to running. So then we have Tito's wedding. Tito getting married to Dee Dee. The Asian. No, this was Hazel and Jermaine's wedding.
Yeah, that's when that was the third wedding.
Yeah, so Jermaine goes to Berry Gordy, out of breath.
He raced the Berry Gordy, yes. Obviously.
So he tries like, hey, he can't even just be straightforward with him. Like, hey, I want to marry your daughter. That's all he had to say. Hey, I want to marry your daughter. She fly. She look good. I fuck with her.
She got hazel eyes. Her name's Hazel. I want her.
I figured her in the pool. Oh shit!
I don't know if her in the water, but she got very wet.
He was nervous. You say goofy shit when you're nervous. Oh man! So
I bought a groupie hamburger and milk.
Oh, I forgot about that part. I forgot about the groupies. That's before he turned to the Asian dude. He had the. Did we talk about that? No, that was the inaccuracies.
That's about the inaccuracy, but we didn't talk about it when I'm about to say some shit. When the stadium erupted.
Oh, okay. I know where you're going with that. Yeah. Don't touch that. Yeah. Don't go there. Don't go there. Because it crossed my mind, but I was like, nah, I ain't easy to get canceled. So, rewind. So after the
Jesus Christ.
After the stampede with the what was they singing? ABC?
No, stampede of the parentless children at this concert.
Yeah, that's another thing we ain't talking about, but that's cool. But so Jermaine is upstairs ordering room service. He has a groupie in the it's not called the women groupies. They're groupies. Yeah. So
these hoes was in the room.
he has his groupie in the room, whatever.
Time out. I just thought about something else.
Go ahead.
How old was Jermaine? And how old was this groupie?
Nigga looked like he was 14.
As you can see, back then, age didn't mean shit.
Well,
we already know that.
well, have we know now? It's a little bit different now. So I thought about that shit like, damn, how old was the groupie? How old was Jermaine and shit?
Mm-hmm.
That should
had to be underage.
Yeah, that should be shown on TV.
That's like the early years when they was like preparing our minds. Because this is like when you still had channel 4, 5, 8, 11, 13, 21, 27, 33, 39. This is pre-cable.
Yeah, you remember all them shits.
I remember all them shits. Because that's all we had.
Don't forget 2.
That's just to play goddamn, that was 3.
Yeah, 2 was a goddamn PBS, nigga.
I thought it was 13.
No, well, 2 and 13.
13 was definitely PBS.
No, but 2 was Square One just come on channel 2.
There is some, you know what? There was Krenak playing on
Krenak.
So this was pre-cable. So when we got to cable, that's when we got put on to like nudity.
Oh, real 648 and shit.
Yeah, seeing nipples and shit. So it's like, oh wow, couldn't see.
Oh wow,
you didn't see the cooters and shit. It was too explicit.
Oh, the softcore.
Yes. That was the softcore. Yeah.
Got you.
Where every time they were having sex, like the hands would be like why are your hands there?
You're blocking the pussy.
Be angling from stomach to stomach.
You yeah. Like I ain't never had sex, but I know that ain't right. Then it's like you'll be like goddamn amazed. You might see like a little, like a couple of pubic hairs on the chick. You'll be like, oh boy. Boy, rewind that shit.
I love her.
Where the church?
So, yo, she did sure.
As you get older, I guess you realize like homeboy ain't really had no stroke game.
Weak as fuck. So
back then, the closer we got to porn was her doing that one little
one button.
Oh,
one button.
Oh,
So I say all that. I see the crack to the cleavage.
Oh, God.
You stand up like you're gonna see more if you stand up.
If we look at TV now with it.
Oh shit.
Curiosity, when y'all was a kid, did y'all ever think if you broke the freaking glass of the TV, you could reach inside that bitch? Or did it just
No.
You wildin' B.
I was awesome. I was
You
like,
wildin'.
I had a wild imagination. I used to think like, if I break this right here, I can get inside the TV.
Perfect opportunities to go over this. On the Jacksons, there was a part when they were performing for Diana Ross. And I think it was Janet and Randy were watching it. And Janet was like, they in the TV set. And then Marlon looked at her like, bitch. Randy looked at that bitch. You stupid ass. No, you can't just reach in there and pull them out. So yeah, if you watch that part, you'd have known then. That's how I found out. Randy told me.
It took
From
me
a
a while.
3-year-old Randy.
It took me a while as a child to figure out that wait, live TV.
How many TVs you break?
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I want that Lego set.
So
Your hands in pieces.
So I say all that to say the scene with Jermaine and the groupie was kind of like on some like shit gonna get way better in the future. This is just the beginning stage. We're gonna ease this into your subconscious mind because they too young to be doing all this. But this is the early stages. So that's what the conditioning. So after that, like I said, after that, if you gotta hold the cable, then you saw the soft core. Mm-hmm. Then if you was privy like we were, got on the internet in 95.
My AOL did.
That take it to the next level. Then
They took it too far.
Damn.
Ain't been the same since, boy. Say yeah, 95 and beyond. Seen a lot.
And it's that thing I say now. This is before Pornhub and XNXX.
Now it's way out of control.
That's fucking ridiculous.
So it's like we thought we had it made back then. We just it take like 8 days to download a picture. So it was like but it was worth it.
I feel like this.
It was pixelated, but it was worth it.
We'll get back to the Jackson after this one thing. When I turned 18, I used to go to the there used to be like 2 porn shops like over at Fort Worth. You had to drive all the way out to Fort Worth to go to that shit. So they used to rent the DVDs and shit. So I used to bootleg the DVDs. So think about that now. It's like, damn, I used to drive all the way to fucking Fort Worth just to rent some DVDs, just to dub them hoes and sell them. And now you just go on the website and do this shit for free.
The hustle.
So now look at this shit like, why the fuck y'all still selling DVDs? It's just stupid.
I'll be wondering about that. Why are there still like adult video stores and stuff like that? The hoes is still standing.
Like, who's buying them?
Who's keeping them? Who's keeping them in order?
Who's going in there
in
and be like, hey, I'm trying to get this one. Why? Just go look it up.
Because we got money to buy them hoes. You got money to buy get internet.
Yeah, money to buy internet.
And that's just once a month, and then you got free sites. Like why?
Shit.
And why do you even still have a DVD player? Like,
shit, I must have DVDs call you about to save the money up and buy the shit.
He said buy the chick.
Fucking shit.
That's true. So the scene with Hazel. Let me not disrespect Hazel. The groupie and Jermaine.
Hazel was just being disrespected.
Right. Exactly.
And that nigga breathed hard for the berry.
You know what you just did 2 weeks ago? How you turned into a whole different nigga in 2 weeks?
No, Jermaine would breathe hard because he knew Barry knew what was up. Barry was like, nigga, I know y'all here fucking hoes. I talked to him yesterday, nigga.
Yeah, I got cameras in the rooms.
Hell yeah.
Fuck are you doing? So
you Marlon and Michael, I saw like
so
running trains and shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Too young. So how was this game? How was his game?
Okay, so
no, his game wasn't like he didn't get hung up on like Tito.
So I would say both of their games was whack because not only you were a groupie, so you already got the pussy, so you already know he's there for the pussy.
You're in there.
You were talking about, oh, you like how I smell? It takes 100 rose petals to make one drop. Bitch. Did your pussy smell good? that's what we're concerned about here.
Niggas with the facts of life and shit. Who gives a fuck about these rose petals?
They need wild and shit. But Jermaine trying to play the cool. What he say? What Jermaine say? Oh yeah, your lips are soft like rose petals.
Jesus.
After you gave her the rundown on your cologne, then he tries to use rose petals again.
And then she hit him with the, I heard that you in love with Hazel Gordy. Now, that was player hill. He's like, yup. I sure do. And she said, oh, that's too bad. All this time, I thought you were singing to me. Once again, player move by Jermaine. Bitch, I didn't know you last night.
I just met you. You just came to my show 3 hours ago.
Like, who are you? Shit. So he played it cool. He went sipping. Mm-hmm. Oh, of course, baby, I'm singing to you. I just didn't know it yet. Looking ass. So Jermaine gets a 6 on his game. He started off rough with the rose petals, but he landed nicely with the bitch, I didn't know you, and yes, I love Hazel.
Smart, because he knew Barry got them the killers on deck.
Yeah,
so he couldn't lie.
If it was
that could have been a test. Yeah. What if that was one of Hazel's homegirls just testing him to see if he was gonna cheat?
Her eyes were light brown.
So
it's the same chick that she opened the door for. He didn't realize it.
When you get distracted, you need to assess everything around you. Everything.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is he was the original Yeah song by Usher?
You talking about with Lil Jon?
Yeah.
I know the song, but I don't know the
song. Yeah, is about a dude that goes to the club, meets a chick, and starts dancing with her, trying to fuck her, but it come to find out it's his girlfriend's friend.
I didn't know that. Did you know that?
You gotta read the lyrics. The lyrics.
Oh, okay. So do you order room service? And remember what was she saying at first?
Oh, she's like, I would love to live in a hotel. Like I can eat wherever I want to. I have a TV in my room and I have a nice soft bed.
You sleep on the streets.
Like, bitch, that's the bedroom. That's a regular bedroom. Take your ass downstairs and make a meal. That's the same shit.
That's when you know you never had anything. Like you like, oh man, this is so nice. It's like
it's a bed and a TV.
It's not like I didn't bring you over to the house. Because if I bring you over to the house, it's a wrap.
You ain't gonna want me no more.
No. If you starstruck, I'm not starstruck, but if you in awe over this hotel room, if I take you back to my mansion,
oh yeah.
You might try to fuck Jackie.
Poking holes in the comments.
I'm trying to fuck Katie.
You want to make sure she's in the house.
Oh man! Wow.
You know, fuck Katie at Joe and shit. I'll be new stepmom. I ain't going nowhere.
So fast forward. So next scene, he's like the Asian Jermaine. But we'll get to that in a minute. So Jermaine's wedding. So Joseph is mad again. Like, God damn, boy. Fuck all this shit. So
everybody's turning 23. None of them have their own life.
So they finish the wedding, they go back to the mansion, and then Joseph is like, okay, now that we got this over with, let's talk business.
Fuck that dumb shit. Big ass. Big ass.
So as Fee pointed out, how were you setting up shows at Vegas and you under contract with Motown?
Fuck shit.
And Marlon said, well, what about Mr. Gordy? He was like, man, fuck Barry Gordy. We do it in Vegas. So he took the ultimate blood oath. So he's powerful.
Nigga said, fuck Barry, fuck Marvin, fuck Stevie, fuck all them niggas.
I'm the man around this bitch.
Fuck David Ruffin. Fuck Otis. Fuck Diana Ross.
Oh man, that boy turned into Pac. Fuck Motown as a whole record label and staff.
And a motherfucking crew.
Fuck Hazel. So he took the ultimate blood sacrifice. He took the ultimate oath to have that type of power, to feel that he's above the mob.
He said, we are performing. No, nigga. You are. I'm not doing the bitch ass thing.
So he's feeling himself. So goddamn hold on one second, I lost my place.
When he came in the line and shit. So yeah, to my big ass. Yeah, I talked to Mike the other day. Mike said he down. Mike upstairs like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he lying on Mike. Mike upstairs crying because Jermaine got married and shit. So so he pretty much like, hey, and then he was like, what about Barry Gordy? He was like, I'm your manager. I raised you. Like those two don't.
Two separate.
The same thing.
Two separate.
Yeah, you raised us. Oh, did you raise us?
Go ahead.
Well, you helped us get here. I give you that.
Yeah, he didn't raise it. Yeah, he didn't raise it. You helped him through practice. Katie raises. Saw me throwing peas. So that wasn't you.
So yeah, so that pretty much ends part 2. They about to go to then he's like, wanting to involve Janet, Randy, and all the rest of the siblings. So he's thinking like, hey, Black Beatles, I got the Black Beatles up in here, so we need to diversify our bonds and goddamn get Randy and Janet, get them. We need to do a weekly podcast, and we can do it.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I saw the show called Good Times. We see if we can get Janet on that bitch.
Right. He started thinking other ways to get the other kids active. So yeah, so that ends part 2. So we'll end it on that note. So we'll go into.
So last time we see the young Simba is upstairs crying and being lied on.
Right. So yes. No. It ended when they was in the bedroom talking. That was the good life. Because it ends on that note. Then you go to Dancing Machine. Some years later.
Oh yeah.
That's where Michael has his own tiger.
Yeah, they didn't properly transition that well either.
Right.
He went from having pit bulls now that he got tigers and shit.
Like how you
damn, Off the Wall came out yet?
Yeah, I was like, damn, I want to see what happened with Vegas. I want to see how he escaped the mob. I want to see that. So
I want to see them do Can You Feel It? What do you mean? No, I Can You Feel It. What was the I remember That's What You Get for Being Polite was on there. Gotta Give It Up. That was on afterwards. I don't remember what album that was, the epic the Jacksons, not the Jackson 5, the Jacksons. I just thought about something. Why was it called the Jacksons in American Dream when Motown owned the rights to Jackson 5? The Jacksons in American Dream is a Motown movie, right?
Right. It's a Motown movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Susan DePass. Okay.
Yeah. The Jacksons as a name was what they switched to when it went to Epic, because they couldn't be called the Jackson 5 because that was owned by Motown. So why did they call it the Jacksons?
Oh, because it's not just about the Jackson 5. It's about Joe, Katie, and all. Well, Joe, Katie, and then the Jackson 5.
Well, fun.
Well, you asked the question. I answered the question.
The nerve
makes sense.
The nerve you have some goddamn insight. Fuck you.
Don't ask me no more goddamn questions. Goofy ass questions.
But since you know everything, who killed Michael?
Bet you don't know that.
Jermaine.
Nice Segui. Go into the segment number 3. That's how you say. That's how you segue.
Dunk that motherfucker.
Hey, no, I ain't doing it
by accident too.
He did it by accident.
I know he was
still dunked it though.
Yeah, I was like, no look alley oop, nigga.
With that dude D Wade. Look at that.
Nigga gotta concentrate to fucking lay that bitch up.
So we're gonna segue into Segui, as we say. Segui into segment 3, Meme Conspiracy Theories, intro to the Greasy Conspiracy. So
shit. I wasn't ready for this.
now we're not gonna go all the way into the conspiracy because we're gonna save the rest of it for part 3 when we have Fee here, because we pretty much wilded out over the phone with we just took it to all these different levels and shit.
Oh yeah, we'll go that deep.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. So early cloning facilities answers to what I was saying in regards to the changes in characters. So the first part, you have a light-skinned Michael. You have a light-skinned Marlon.
With good hair.
With good hair.
Both of them.
Both of them. Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
There was Puerto Rican. So we see Joe's hair. We see Joe's hair and Katie's hair. It's like, no way.
So essentially, they were the DeBarges. For
the most part, yes. Yes. Or Katie fucked with Dresser because he had some good hair. Yeah, so they needless to say, they had good hair and they were light. So when we transition over to part 2 with Jason Weaver's dark.
And so is Marlon.
And then Marlon is dark now. So Marlon, of course I want to change. It'll come back around. So Marlon is dark. I got it on slow. So it takes a while. There you go. So Marlon's dark, Jason's dark. Tito and Jermaine, Jermaine was Jermaine since day one. He was born looking like that.
Oh, not slow, not fast.
Tito was the same complexion, and then Jackie was a different one. But Jackie came later. So they switched over to a darker complexion for Michael and Marlon. So that's number one. So Jackie, you know who Bumper Robinson is, right? Mm-hmm. So you go from Bumper Robinson to Terrence Howard.
Before Terrence Howard is Terrence Howard.
So Bumper is a dark, like my complexion. Terrence Howard is yellow, light skin. Right. So you have that transition. And then when they finally used up, I don't even know why they should have just kept Jermaine.
Yeah, that's
so they got this Jermaine, which is Jermaine Jackson's son. So they got Jermaine in there the whole goddamn movie. And then like the scene with the groupie is him. Then like 2 scenes later, it's a lighter skin Asian, actually the Asian Jermaine. And it's like, so if...
And also Hazel stayed the same.
Hazel stays the same. So why are we changing characters at odd times? So it's not like...
You don't change everybody.
So it's like Jermaine stayed the same the whole damn movie. And then you didn't change Michael, Marlon, Jackie, Tito, but Jermaine still looked the same. So this brings up the conspiracy of the cloning. So let me see if I can get my let me see if I remember, because it was like certain points in the movie. So the beginning when Marlon was Puerto Rican, so he was about to get kicked out the group because he couldn't dance. He was trash, right? So when they switch over to the new Marlon, he can dance. Mm-hmm. So that's one. Michael's been transforming for, we already know the story of Michael Jackson. So Jackie transitions after he ran away?
No, that transition.
But when he came back and all that, they did the show and then all of a sudden he changes.
No, he changed when they switched from before they went to California. When we went to California, all of a sudden Bumper changed to Terrence.
So they moved to Cali. He changes into Terrence Howard.
Yeah, because last time we saw Bumper he was in the bed, like when Catherine and Joseph were talking about going to California.
Okay, so they transitioned him from a dark, from my complexion to a light skinned nigga
in Cali.
So when they move to Cali, he gets changed. Then Tito changes at the same time.
When did Tito change? Because Tito from this is the same Tito that married Dee Dee. Mm-hmm. So I don't remember Tito changing.
Who's the other dude with the box? The Tito getting a whooping?
Oh, I mean the original Tito.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never pay attention to Tito.
Damn, he always getting overlooked.
So when what you call guys asked when Joe guys asked what it was the young Tito.
Mm-hmm.
I know when they switched Terrence Howard out, it was the new Tito. Was this when they switched Terrence Howard out?
I don't remember. Needless to say, I say all that to say.
They might switch Tito when they switch Jackie at the same time.
So when you're dealing with the Illuminati, that's where I'm going with this.
Triangle boy.
We start getting this bread. This is the early stages of cloning. So you can, back then, and this is all conspiracy. Don't take this seriously, because if you do, I'm ashamed of you.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. This is the early stages of cloning. So you're not going to get the same person.
The same nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
Hence, like, hey, we got to kick Marlon out the group. Oh, we can't really kick him out. Let's use this dark-skinned dude. This dark-skinned kid we got available. Let's use him. Oh, Michael. Michael giving you trouble. He wanted to play store. He's selling. He out here selling candy and not making no profits. And he pretty much getting on your goddamn nerves. Here's a darker version. We don't have the tools to replicate precisely like how they do now.
So you're saying that the Michael, which would be what 3.0, had basically a glitch in it that caused his skin to get lighter. To go back to the original Michael.
He was burned. This is the story that I heard. He was burned. Pepsi commercial.
So they put a new clone in.
They couldn't replicate because his skin was burned.
Fire off the top.
What?
Fire off the top.
I hate you. I truly, truly hate you for that.
So that's where we get the lighter skin Michael, because they couldn't replicate because he was burned.
I like that. That's good one. That's goody.
So, early cloning. So that's explains some of the changing, the weirdness in regards to like, hey, wasn't he light skinned? Why is he dark skinned? Why did Jermaine turn to an Asian dude? Like 2 weeks ago he was this, and then 2 weeks later he's an Asian dude with breathing problems. Did they fully clone him?
And so maybe that's why Joe was so mad. So every time they upgraded the clone, he lost control.
And then was his punishment. So the Jermaine, as we see here, he wasn't the same after the groupie. Because remember, like I said, he was being set up by Berry Gordy. He took the bait, and then the next thing we see him is a different Jermaine. So he got swapped out because he disrespected the family.
And I thought about something else. What we always talk about with Michael, in the beginning, he was very rebellious. So maybe in exchange for Joe, like, hey, we'll fix Michael to where you can control him better, but you'll lose control of everybody else. So he's like, hey, he's the cash cow. Keep him under control. That's why he got so goddamn sensitive. He was crying there all that damn time. Yeah,
because the Michael in the first part, like you said, was very rebellious.
Fearless.
He was pushing.
Fearless.
He was pushing Joe off of him.
Nigga threw a shoe at Joe, but now he don't ride on an airplane.
And then second,
I think Joe will kill you faster than an airplane.
So now the second part, he's crying, sensitive. So it's like, okay.
Get slapped in the back of the head, everybody.
So yeah, makes sense. So the cloning. So what happened to Fee Diddy? Well, we all know Fee Diddy doesn't like to apologize. She's very reckless with what she says.
And if you know the history of the Meme podcast, we've told her about this several times.
Yes.
Per podcast.
We have plenty of disclaimers on earlier shows, and there's a lot of shit that I had to cut out of shows.
That bad?
Yes.
Bad how?
We'll talk off air.
Ooh, I mean, the mics are on right now.
Fair. That's fair.
So,
she called Captain America a nigger.
Whoa! Well, he called Kurt Angle black, so
that's acceptable. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not acceptable.
You can get caught in America.
You did there.
Shut
the daylight.
Okay.
In the daylight.
Daylight bars.
Shouts out to daylight.
Yeah. I still don't excuse your comment.
Nice try though.
So Fee Diddy, there's been some weird things happening ever since we started doing the Jackson show.
Yeah. But let's go back to before that. Because originally we weren't supposed to do the Jacksons.
We're supposed to do Q and Latifa. Y'all know who Q and Latifa is? Y'all don't fucking know who Q and Latifah is?
Whoa, nah.
Come on, son.
So you tell me you're not standing for women?
I love women.
He's like, that's all I love.
That's all I love. That's all I love. That's all I know.
Yeah, y'all
you don't love yourself?
No, coochie.
Yeah, just all women. He said, fuck me.
I'm looking for the love of myself in women.
Fuck myself.
Oh, well, no.
So Q and Latifah is Queen Latifah.
Oh.
Yeah, we fuck names up on purpose.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah,
Q and Latifah. So we're supposed to be doing a Q and Latifah show. We switched it up and said, now we're gonna do this Jackson 5 3-part series. So where were you going with it?
Oh, before I go with it. So the reason why we switched over the shows, it wasn't because we were not standing for whamming. It's because the Jacksons came out in '92 around like November 15th. In reality, we didn't want to do the goddamn Queen Latifah show. Let's be honest. We didn't want to do that shit.
I wanted to do it.
Hey,
I was watching Living Single, bro. I mean, I was like, and we listened to the first 3 Queen Latifah albums.
Shout out to Living Single. That show is very severely underrated.
Hey. So
single. I was waiting.
Oh, you just want to jump in?
I'm breaking out the song.
All right.
So no, it really what happened was
don't you feel ridiculous?
I do.
No, we had some good stuff for the Q and Latifah show, but I think I was the one that came in and complained. It was like, hey,
yeah, you was bitching.
I was like, hey, I'd rather do the Jacksons.
Oh yeah, I ain't listened to that.
Wrong. I heard the first 3 Q and Latifah. I said watch Living Single, and I heard part of goddamn Order in the Court, and that's why we had to call y'all. Hey. So
I was like, cool. We already know the Jacksons like the back of our hands, so it's like, let's do that. So I thought you was about to tie it into like feet.
Oh, I am. I was about to bring that part up first.
Oh, okay.
So that happened before it. So maybe that's what started where Jermaine got the ear that we were about to do the Jacksons. Mm-hmm. So Fee builds over a crossover audience that she comes out strong. So she had a lot of disparaging. She had a lot of disparaging things to say about Jermaine. We love Jermaine Jackson here on the M.E.M.E. podcast. We bought all of his albums. We actually were talking about Word to the Bad as being one of the top 5 diss songs of all time. So
it's up there with Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah. It's Hit 'Em Up, No Vaseline, Ether, Long Kiss Goodnight, and Word to the Bad. Anyway, so Fee didn't get on board. She was very adamant about her hate of Grease and Murray's. And the first show, if y'all seen the first show, Jermaine came through because the lights off, essentially.
So she wasn't able to make it to the show.
Oh yeah, you explained that for I don't know what happened with the other shit. I knew about the lights being out.
Her car broke down. That was number 1. So her car breaks down. She's been driving all over America in this van, so just like the Jacksons were. So it's like, her car breaks down mysteriously. So she couldn't make it to the show because she didn't have a car. They was working on her car at her house. So she got on Zoom, like, cool, you've been on Zoom before. So she got on Zoom. So she's like, everything is cool for like the first 30 minutes and then her lights go out. So now she doesn't have no electricity. So then she's in the dark trying to do the show, but her phone is not being charged. So the video streaming pretty much deads her phone. I think the lights came back on and then they went right back off.
And also she was also delayed.
Well, that's because she's on her phone.
I'll blame Jermaine.
Okay, yeah. So the phone was delayed. She has no electricity, and so she wasn't really on the show last show. So she was scheduled to be here today. Her 2 children were supposed to be with the father this week, next week. And then they going out of town for Christmas. So she was supposed to be free, supposed to be here. Then I get a call yesterday like, hey, kids are not gonna get picked up, so I'm not gonna be able to do the show.
So our theory is Jermaine made a phone call and stopped all that shit. So
had her lights cut off.
Yeah, so we talked to her today and we came to the conclusion that Jermaine Jackson is our Lord and Savior Jesus. And we're gonna treat him as such because he has the power to cut off cars and lights.
And if you keep pushing it,
cut off your life. Cut your lights out permanently.
So we're gonna play it easy because we've dealt with Nigel. You got kidnapped for talking reckless at the first season.
Yes.
Jermaine, the other Jermaine Coleman came out to Dallas looking for us. We got some shots, not shots, but we got some disses thrown our way. Our phones are tapped because we hear other motherfuckers up. So we talked about this on one of our shows, but
Joseph stolen from us.
Upper level, upper echelon, talking about shit that we talked about on the phone. Then we listened to their show the next day. It's like, how the fuck are you talking about this? And we were just talking about this on the phone. Why are you on your show talking about this? And we were talking about the very thing. I still can't wrap my head around that shit. I still can't wrap my head around that shit. And this is just random shit. It's not like some shit happened in the news we talking about on the phone and then they talking about on the show. It's just like let's say we were talking about
are you talking about the Lock shit?
Yeah, the Lock shit.
Yeah,
so we on the phone random, we fuck with the Lock's first album.
Mm-hmm. Second album.
Oh yeah. Second album. We Are the Streets. So me, him, and Fee on the phone, just randomly talking about We Are the Streets, going through songs and rapping. He's a Juice Buds. We call him Juice Buds here on the show. Joe Budden. Juice Buds. Okay. So he's a Juice Buds fan. So so he's listening to the show the next day. What are they talking about?
We did a whole thing where we rapped out. There's a song called "Fuck You," the first song on "We Are the Streets." We sit there and rap pretty much the whole fucking song. That's like one of my favorite songs. The next day, I get up, listen to either he started off the podcast with "Fuck You," that's the song, or they started rapping the shit, or it was some weird shit. But what made it even weirder is it's not like the Joe Budden podcast records that Saturday and they drops that same Saturday. Right. They recorded that Friday the same time we were here. All of us were on the phone. So all this shit was happening at the same fucking time.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so our phones are tapped. So there's plenty of other stories that we speak about to where it's like, how do y'all niggas? So phones tapped. This nigga gets kidnapped at the beginning of the season. Season 1, talking reckless. Jermaine Cole coming out to South Oak Cliff looking for us. Disses. So niggas is listening.
But no, it's this.
Niggas is listening. So this takes the cake. Huh?
Pause.
Cake is always referring to women. So you are just dirty.
Yeah, you're just trying to clean your name.
Cake is always
the only people that don't refer to Cake as women is Cake Life from
Cake Life. Yeah,
thank you. Chess and Steve's. Yeah, don't count.
Who?
It's battle rap shit.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
well, Chess is one of the better battle rappers.
Yeah, relax.
He's the leader of the new generation.
Not everything. If he would have said buns or grippers, okay, but he said cake.
Well, you have like 4 A's on your cake. Fucking Forrest Gump said cake.
I hate that movie, but it's okay.
Wait.
Okay. We're not gonna get into that. It's cool. So
I don't hate it. It's just I don't think it's all that good.
Why don't you love me?
So this takes it to a different level of ops. So this goes further into the theory, which we'll get into on the next show. As he just said, Jermaine Jackson is a god tier.
He's God, nigga. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's not on a tier. He's God. So I don't want no smoke at this point. I fuck with the occult. I do my magic and shit.
Is he what? Is he on some Candyman stuff?
Hey,
I ain't seen this nigga in this house.
about this. God go see Jermaine about some advice about how to run this world.
There's levels to where you ain't got to be seen. You just make shit happen and get shit done. Like cars breaking down and shit, lights going out. You ain't got to be there.
As soon as Jermaine believes it
that too. Thank you for pointing that out, sir.
Michael just singing off your phone.
Yeah, your phone just going off and shit. That's God level. Like I don't even gotta come see you.
Y'all saw my hands. My hands like over here. I was just start singing.
So yeah, there's levels to like, hey, I ain't made it there yet.
Yeah. If you've seen Jermaine's Edge, he's off to a different level. He's transcended.
But we'll get to more detail in regards to the J cult, because we went to a whole fucking spill on that. So be on the lookout for that for the next show. We'll go delve deeper into the greasy conspiracy.
I think we need to change the title for the season. It should be season 8, showing why Jermaine is great.
Yeah, that sounds fitting. So yes, we can do that. Anything else you want to add?
I'm just trying to protect the show.
Nigga, we already out of line. I don't even know how many times we disrespected Katie on the show. But no disrespect. As Javi Get Body always says, respectfully.
Michael finna come out his grave and beat it all over all of you.
A pause.
That's what I meant. That's exactly what I meant.
Let me mute this mic.
The one time.
Why can't he just beat me? No, that was not.
We don't do that here.
we don't do that here.
Wait, beat you up.
Thank you. Why can't he just come out of the grave and just beat me up? Like it's like he gonna beat it on you. Like come on.
Because then it wouldn't be a double entendre.
It don't need to be one. Why I gotta be?
It's not double entendre now.
And why you have to say that?
It's one meeting.
Why you have to say it like that?
I had a Martin reference. That's why.
Well, entendre.
Almond Brown. Is that you, Almond?
That's so almondy. Call you Almond Brown.
Oh man! So, anything you want to add to the conspiracy?
You want to save the Grease conspiracy for the next show?
Yeah, the rest of it. I said, do you have anything to add to like what I've said already?
Oh, what you said? No, but I want to do that. What thing I was telling y'all about?
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm only going to go up to the point right now where it's show. So we've seen pretty much the whole family here, right? So we have Catherine. We discussed Catherine at length. A lot of complaining, a lot of Instacarting, a lot of
pessimism. Yes.
Yes. We discussed Joe. Joe is a visionary, yet very, very strict, not very open-minded. Doesn't know how to handle his anger. Abusive, some will say. Jackie couldn't ball. They wouldn't let him pay for the team. He got beat up by the fifth member of Boyz II Men, and there's only 4 members. Tito on Tito's birthday, 2 hoes ran up on them, and both of them went to Jackie. So Tito had no hoes. He was stuck with talking to a female after school who had to babysit, and he fell in love with her. He also broke the strings on the guitar, so he trash. He can't play the game. He cannot play the guitar. Marlon can't sing, can't dance. We said the whole fucking show. Did they switch him out?
Clone.
Michael Upper beating on Joe. Then he all of a sudden became sensitive as fuck and then talking to the rats. So
Michael
I just named
6'9".
Exactly. So I named pretty much the whole family. And then I came to the realization that something's not right here. Because there's one name I left out. And I thought about that one name and about his part in the series. He was pretty much untouched. And that is our God, Jermaine. Let's talk about our God, Jermaine. Jermaine did not get a whooping at all through the whole miniseries.
Not even yelled at.
Exactly. Jermaine was a gentleman. Went and opened that door for Hazel, even though all they do is walk around through the opening because the door was open enough where they can walk through the bitch. but he still went over there like a gentleman, opened the door for Hazel in her own house. He fingered her in the pool in front of Joseph. No fear. And then he took out of the pool. He kept going. Joseph had to come back. So you know what that tells me right there?
We forgot he snitched on Tito. He did get hemmed up though.
Who got hemmed up?
Jermaine.
When did Jermaine get hemmed up? Who touched Jermaine?
Joe. Remember when before Tito got a whooping, he was like, I swear to God, I swear to God.
Oh yeah, Krishna. yeah. Osiris.
I swear to God, it wasn't me. He was like, it was Tito.
Amin Ra, and I'm sorry.
So yeah, he snitched on Michael and Tito.
But at that point, snitched. But when he snitched, but he used that opportunity for him to summon all of the guys like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and then and ascend himself to greatness. And then that moment, to avoid that whooping, he became the god that we see today.
Ashe.
So boom. So then I didn't really have to dig for this part, but I was like, hey, who was the producer of this miniseries?
Oh, you forgot one thing.
Oh, was it?
So when they cloned him after he fell for the trap with the groupie and turned into the Asian dude, the Asian dude looked like Michael.
Oh, yes.
And had a light voice like Michael, whereas he was talking with a stronger voice, a deeper voice before, and then when he gets cloned, he turns into like Michael Jr., Michael Jackson Jr. with the light voice, lighter skin. When he was at his wedding, he had the
beaded curl and shit.
For the most part, it wasn't a wet curl. It was a dry curl.
Was it had wet tendencies? Like it was supposed to be like
it was DeBarge-esque.
Rhythm of the Night DeBarge or Switch DeBarge?
Rhythm of the Night DeBarge.
Okay. So
it's Puerto Rican-esque.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So add that part in. Thank you for adding that part in.
Yeah, go ahead.
So then I have to ask myself, who produced this miniseries? And the two names that came up, Suzanne DePass. And Suzanne DePass is very interesting because if you know the real story about what was really going on in Motown, Suzanne DePass wasn't all that back then either. She made herself look very good for this miniseries. She was more of a gopher type. She was actually made fun of by Berry Gordy a lot. And also, let me add this part in. No disrespect to Suzanne DePass. I'm not saying I heard. This is what they said. She was a little overweight. And that's what Berry Gordy used to make fun of her about all the time. So it's very interesting that she cast Vanessa L. Williams for her spot. But that's one. The second one, Jermaine Jackson. So the two producers made themselves out to be the best people in this whole miniseries. Because if you go back and think about the whole miniseries, there's really only two people who really did nothing wrong. They're just great. Suzanne DePass and Jermaine.
Everyone else has some flaws.
Suzanne was always there. She even took Katie to the store when she needed it. I don't know how she had all that goddamn time, but she was on tour with them and still took it to the store. I'll get that, but yeah. Shout out to Suzanne DePass.
Well, thank you for those facts, sir.
Yes, and thank you to our guy, Jermaine Jackson.
Yes, we don't want no smoke.
Can't forget Jermaine.
We don't want no smoke.
We get Jermaine Cole, but not Jermaine Jackson.
Jermaine.
Maybe Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Cole. So that concludes today's show. This is season 8, where we show you why Jermaine is great. This meme number 92, part 2, entitled "The Jacksons: An American Nightmare," excluding Jermaine. Hashtag ain't nothing good enough for the Jacksons. Hashtag I'm so appalled, Joseph. Hashtag Botown Philly back again, but they didn't come back because Jackie beat one of their asses. So hashtag Rose Petals, which got Jermaine hemmed up. Hashtag Simping Ain't Easy because Jermaine did it, but he prospered. Hashtag Cloning Gone Wrong. Hashtag
Tino tried it,
but it didn't work. Hashtag slow yes instead of do. What is it?
Slow yes instead of a fast no.
Instead of a fast no. I said faff. What the fuck is a faff? Hashtag we signed the contract but still broke. Hashtag the Joseph Fear. Hashtag weak ass Hazel. Hashtag weak box. Hashtag we family. We as a family. We gonna stay together. Hashtag they didn't stay together. So topics of discussion was a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. Facts and backstories. We did that. We also talked about meme-ified the Jacksons and American Dream. And then last but not least, our meme conspiracy theories, where we talked about the intro to the Greasy Conspiracy. Be on the lookout for part 2 of that on part 3.
And if I'm gonna make this a little bit easier. So we're not being disrespectful when we call him the Grease God, because at the end of the day, don't we want life to be easy to where we can slide through life?
That's too greasy. Sometimes you could be slide and miss your destination.
Hey,
and keep going.
Hey, Jermaine will never let us miss.
I don't want no smoke. So join us. I don't know what we're gonna do next week.
No. Yeah. Well, hold on. Yeah, P. Diddy's birthday coming up.
It's Monday.
I know, but you're celebrating on Saturday.
We're going out later though.
I was wondering what she said, but anyway, I'm not gonna wood because she's in the midst, a little trouble with Jermaine. She needs to clear that up.
Yeah, she needs to apologize.
So we can have a nice birthday and a good Christmas.
So be on the lookout for part Trace coming soon. So where you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting seasons 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows, and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast, TheMEME podcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a meme-ber. So in closing.
Oh, shoot, she's not here. Hold on, let me do my feet one first. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.
She gonna whoop your ass. So yes, hold on one second.
When you go ahead and do my other one, why you look that up?
Nah, I ain't about to look up shit. I'm about to make this phone call.
Are you gonna tell her that? Well, God bless y'all. Good night.
Shut up, bitch.
Hey yo, your boy over here dissing you.
I did not diss anything.
So we are closing out the show. He wanted to pose as you. So go ahead and say what you said.
The only thing I said was thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night. That's all I said.
Nigga do the Kevin Hart shit.
I said, damn. All I said was, y'all have a great day. Okay, let me try to do my P voice again.
So here he goes. He's trying to imitate you, right? So hold on.
Now I'm being put on the spot, so I can't tell her to do. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Oh man, you taking it back?
I'm trying to wake up enough to care.
See, she don't care. You tripping? Did you make peace with Jermaine in your dreams?
We got to do this next show. I would like to record the next show in 20. Oh, well, shit, you talk about doing this shit in the spring of 2022 and shit.
She did about 3 months to repent.
So you gonna go back to sleep?
Yeah, I gotta work in the morning.
Oh shit, what's nigga? It's 8:00. It's cool, I get it, no problem.
Nigga, it's damn near 10 and I gotta be up at 6.
All right.
Yeah, what time is it? Right. We'll talk later.
I'll talk to y'all. Hold on.
It sounds like Jermaine over there.
of Jermaine's hair.
Hey, chill out with the goddamn disrespect. That's the reason why you got them lights cut off and shit. Shit.
I would love to have a lifetime supply of berries.
Right.
There's 2 cans. So my kids inherit one of them.
No, I put myself to bed. I had a migraine. I went ahead and did shit for all of next week so that I can attend the WOW podcast, and it gave me a migraine.
So the WOW podcast gave you a migraine. That's all I heard from that. So the WOW podcast and Jermaine gave you a migraine.
Remember that beef you was talking about earlier?
On site.
Hey, look, I'm about to put cases on all you bitches.
So yeah, we got Javi and Malik over here.
Oh, of course, what's his butt ain't there?
How does she know? He's not here to defend himself.
You're now listening to me.
Yeah.
I'm really out here, my nigga.
I hear the only way to make peace with Jermaine is like sacrificing a small, talented child.
Jermaine Prince told me to get down there.
No, not Jermaine Prince, Jermaine Kane.
Oh shit!
You're casing, bud.
Jermaine Kane, you're casing.
I got all my shit done early, but it fucked me over. My head hurts. Like my brain is on fire. Brain is on fire this time.
Brown Styles. Oh yeah, that got brought up. We'll talk about that later.
But yeah, we're glad to hear that you will be on the WOW podcast on Thursday.
Will Eric be there?
So we shall see.
Don't look at me.
All right, well, y'all have fun because it sounds like y'all are having a great time. Christ, count your days, nigga.
Well, I gotta go back to work.
Well, if Jermaine don't stop me.
Well, I need to get out there and get my my swimming hoodie.
Oh, nigga, it's in my closet.
You know, wore it already. It's no longer yours. You said what?
I said, ain't nobody, nigga, it's a size 42X.
Jesus Christ. I thought I said.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn, 600-pound life. 42X, nigga.
Nigga, that shit come down to my toes.
So fashion statement. I was in the problem here. But yeah, I'll be through that. I need a hoodie for the. I'm tired of wearing the same hoodie.
Nigga, I don't want to hear you'll be through.
No, put it in your car. I'll go with the Lone Star.
Sir, next time you stop by, just grab your brother's hoodie.
Yeah. Where you at, man?
Thank you. That nigga ain't gonna think his way. That nigga came over my house when I was asleep.
Why?
When you dropped me off.
Oh yeah.
That nigga came and I was asleep.
Yeah, you lucky. I wasn't coming to your house to get the hoodie.
Y'all niggas wouldn't even be together if it wasn't for me.
Well,
and you treat me.
And if you keep disrespecting Jermaine, we ain't gonna be together no more. But yeah, let me close out the show. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, y'all are still doing. Oh, this shit is live.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, since he's trying to be funny and whatever and whatnot, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Thank you. And I will close now. All right, see you later, V.
Stop stealing my shit.
My bad. My bad. I'm stealing my shit from Mac Miller.
All right,
bye. So I guess now I have to close by saying everything is everything and everything is what is, it is what it is till it ain't. Rest in peace, Mac Miller, Young Dolph, Clarence Avon's wife,
Slim 400.
Slim 400. About 3. King Von.
Shock G. MF Doom. We gonna run down the whole list?
Yeah, hope you stop me here.
XXX Tentacion.
XXX
DMX.
Yeah. You finna what?
Fuck you up.
Oh, no, man. I caught that.
Ecstasy from Houdini.
All right. Well, we'll cut it off there.
Yeah.
So I end by saying
Tupac.
Kobe.
Biggie.
Michael Jackson.
And Draper. Wiley Draper. So in closing, I say, life is but a meme. You can dream, express, I have no chill. But at the end of the day, we can give a fuck how you feel. So this is the B.
We're the next addict.
No, I won't say that no more. This is the B podcast. When it comes to black entertainment, we reign supreme. All facts. We are the supreme meme team. We clout chasing, keeping up, and about waking people up. We honor both. If you have a problem with that, pull up if you want that smoke. And it'll be that way until I say cease. We out of here. Peace. Oh, y'all want to close too? I forgot y'all sitting over there.
Wow. I got it.
All right.
Can't follow that at all.
All right. We out of here. Peace.
You're now listening to me.